good because if they didn't get the funding to make a new season, you can just automatically put it together. You wasted your money buying that.
Why?
Dope.
It's trash.
Dog
No, I
shit.
said
You
dope.
should have bought.
Oh, oh, the
Did
book.
you get
I like the
absolute?
cover.
Did you get the new absolute Batman that came out today?
Yes, sir.
Is that the
Okay.
one with absolute poison ivy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Now that's a fire pack.
Well,
Turn your
I'm sorry.
background off, Jason.
Since we
Ease up.
showing shit off, I've already showed it on my show, so I'm gonna just show this.
What is that?
Turn your background off, Anthony. Get that blur out of there.
It's a donut. I'll do pantomime and charades. Shit.
Since we share,
Yeah, why don't
my
you
Marvel
share?
book.
Look
Is that
at
the one
you.
we got?
So I don't know because I don't know if the one that we got was the encyclopedia or it was a timeline.
It was
the one we got was okay. I think I got this when I went to the Marvel museum a few years ago
in
Charlotte.
North Carolina. Yeah. Back home, we went home. They got a new book for to come out.
Of course,
I ain't bought nothing new, but I got this. I can't really.
You gotta turn your background off.
Yeah, I know.
I can't see.
I'm trying to find my little background thing.
Furb, I'm telling you what you got to do, man.
No.
Hey, they can have a Batman cover that mimics that.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, everybody?
What's up with it?
What's good?
This is actually pretty cool too.
Say what?
You a Crip?
Nah, this is actually lavender. Actually,
That's still Crip Grape Street.
You came in. Your name is Vitamin C. You wearing blue. I'm like,
true. I didn't even think about that.
Look a bit like Pop. So you know.
No, I'll take that. Typically, I've been getting constant that. I've been getting
give him a big head.
Well, Charlemagne, you should take as an insult because
I did take it.
He had them raccoon eyes.
Yeah, that's.
I guess you could be like, oh yeah. I'm like, nah, but then that'd be dicky. And if you say I'm his older brother, like, I'm me.
Yeah, I'll take Pac though. Pac is cool, but
Jason with the book. Oh, you got that one, but not the pastors.
Okay,
Black privilege. I got the audiobook of that.
Why would
I was just gonna show y'all.
Why would I have a pastor?
And I got the audiobook of that sick ones.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay Dilla don't. You know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I've never really just sat and listened to a Jay Dilla album. Like I
can help you.
Like recently, I was supposed to listen to Gangstar album on that 10-year. I mean, on the anniversary, but I failed to.
Okay,
but I still, I'm gonna circle back though.
Which album you gonna for Gangstar? What would you start on?
It was the 30th year anniversary album.
The full clip album, or
it's yellow and black.
Anniversary.
It's yellow and black, if I'm not mistaken.
Yellow and black. That would be, if it's the 30th anniversary, that would be 89. That's no more than Mr. Nice Guy. Then they have Hard to Earn. Step into the Arena.
You talk about an encyclopedia. This nigga here is an encyclopedia.
I had friends at record stores, bro. That's how I always got my music, along with begging my daddy and my mama. Until my mama had to bought that radio. Who bought music at Radio Shack?
I did.
Clearly.
Yeah.
CDs? I was the best. I was the Best Buy.
That's
FYE. No, but see,
Radio
before
Shack didn't sell music.
Best Radio Shack and FYE and Circuit City.
Circuit City, that's the one. Yeah, Circuit City was definitely.
You older than me, Jay. Hey, but Circuit City was great for video games.
It was. It all were.
It was. Well, we don't have to go down that avenue that Jason's trying to go down. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Is everybody ready to get this episode started?
Get it kicked off, and we got to make sure we do
the dedications.
Dedication, but also, Chris, we probably ain't gonna do a Link of Thrones, but if you want to throw one out there, that's perfectly fine. But what I was gonna say, you know what? I appreciate you, Furb.
Furb is,
got you. All right, let's get into it. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever this episode finds you. This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies, TV shows, and self-discovery. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And today we are on episode 194. 6 away from 200. What
Way to go, way to go.
What a journey. What a journey. But of course, we had to get together our super friends to help us break down what we will be breaking down today. We are discussing Wonder Man, the latest from Marvel's house. So we'll get into Simon Williams and Trevor. I can't think of Trevor's last name, but
Trevor Slattery.
Trevor
Slattery.
On today. So please like, share, subscribe, let the people know where to find us. Episode 193 is out now. We got to discuss his and hers with two parts of Talking Ish and our toxic brother Sean. Check that out. Also, we have our queued up as requested is also out. One of Jazz's homeboys requested the number 23 starring Jim Carrey. You can also check that episode out as well. But let's get into the introductions. This man is a few words, a lot of great jokes. He does have a lot of introspection as well as it comes to it. Mr. Furb on the episode today, sir. Welcome. How are you this evening?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. Thankful to be here, and I can't wait to talk about what is potentially Marvel's best television series.
We say that if it wasn't good though, but I feel you. I like that. I like it. Let the people know what you got going on, if you have anything going on, or where they can find you if you would like to be found.
So right now, Furb is currently in a development stage. If you want, you can follow me on socials at Furby Factor on any and all platforms. And yeah.
A good follow there. Good follow. And we also have our brother, horror movie aficionado. We finally got him out of class. Crazy, scary, cool. My brother Chris, how you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to finally have a little bit of downtime. So I took off some work. So I'm chilling. I'm happy. Thank you for having me.
Nah, man, always a pleasure to bring you in. But let the people know what you got going on and where they can find you if you would like to be found.
Yeah. So like you mentioned my handle, I write, talk about movies, sports, mainly just the NFL, because that's really the only thing I had time to watch. Sports wise at the moment, but talk about movies, TV, books, the NFL at Crazy Scary Cool. That's one word. Also, you can follow me at Chris LaFleur at Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd. Yeah, just up there yapping it up.
And last but certainly not least, your friendly neighborhood super Negro, 1/4 of the Talking Ish podcast amongst friends, Anthony Sterling. How are you doing today, sir?
I am happy as hell because you got my moniker right. Bro, you know what? Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
During Black History Month.
Hey, as I start reading more, these words are coming out better.
Listen,
reading is fundamental.
So
hey, it is I, your friendly neighborhood super Negro, Anthony Sterling. I only save folks between the hours of 8 and 9, and that is just an hour that you will get my services. I am 1/4 of Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. It is I, along with who I deem the queens of podcasting. We get together every week to talk about life, pop culture, politics, and our common hatred for a certain, I'm not going to say it because Jason will jump me. As in our most recent episode, Helene has jumped on the certain rap artist hate train, and I love her for it. But yeah, that's what we do. You can find us at talking-ish_pod on all social media platforms. And that is all.
Appreciate you, Jazz.
And appreciate y'all.
I think you said you had.
Yes, I was just going to mention. Me and Jason are also doing another series called Side Quest Reviews. These reviews will be dropping once a week, and they will be for TV shows that we are currently watching, and just to give weekly drops. So our first show will be Amazon Prime series Cross Season 2, starring Aldous Hodge, looking luscious and delicious.
Great show. The Old Spice guy.
Yeah.
Terry Crews?
No.
No, not that.
The actual
Mustafa. What's his first name?
Isaiah Mustafa.
Thank you. Yeah. He also played college football. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's had a very interesting life and career.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Seeing people being able to pivot that way, because just seeing him going from the commercials, I'm like, man, this man looks so familiar. I think when he was on it, I didn't catch it, but then I'm like, oh, that's him. Like, oh shit, that's him.
Well, he was shaved.
That's what I feel. He was clean shaven.
His mustache was gone. His goatee was gone.
Facial hair will change a man for real.
True.
It does.
He could look night and day.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Isaiah Mustafa would have been a very popular, prominent blaxploitation actor because he was an athlete that moved into film, just like Jim Brown, just like OJ.
Did y'all know that Mahershala hooped? Did y'all know that?
Did you know Mahershala rap?
I did. I haven't heard it, but it's
actually good.
Interesting life. A lot of actors, not just a quick tip. A lot
These
of
are black facts.
Yeah, a lot of actors have
Black History Month
has started with sports and then kind of transition. Like not all of them, but it's a decent amount who have started in sports and then went into acting. So I just find that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And since
Sam Jackson was an activist before he was an actor.
I see that rumor all the time that he held somebody.
He held Martin Luther King's father.
Was that real?
At Morehouse. That is real.
Okay, I never really check it, but I see the little Snapple fact every now and again, and I'm like, man,
did you know this nigga kept this nigga in?
But
no, it was a school protest. I'm sorry, I just want to say it. It was a protest at Morehouse. It followed right after Dr. King's assassination, and they wanted to prove a point that we are basically. We're not safe in America anymore. So what they did was they held a protest that turned into the seizure, as they say, or siege of Building A at Morehouse. There's a really good podcast about it called the A Building.
Okay, well you share that with us.
We'll
drop the link. In our description, but also since we're here and we're talking about transitioning Black history, I think it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't big up the legacy of Reverend Jesse Jackson, who we did lose this week.
Rest in power.
Yeah. Definitely a big civil rights activist. I know a lot of the things on the internet now, more so people are, cracking a little jokes, which again, I think that's a part of Black culture. We kind of we celebrate. We also crack the jokes because all of these things are a part of a person. Sure, he was a complicated man. Did anybody have any moment with Jesse Jackson that stuck out that you would like to bring up before we jump into the review at all?
Met him as a kid.
Nice.
Met him as a kid during his run in '84. Yeah.
Running for president
the first time
against Bush?
The first time
that was
against Reagan.
Okay, got you.
And he sadly got a little too overzealous and pissed off a community that rhymes with Jewish.
Is that where that was like they Eddie Murphy did a skit about it, and he was. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Is that a slur, nigga? Is that a slur, nigga?
They felt it was
How far are we in? How far are we in? We gotta mute that out. Like, yo, come on.
Oh no, look, here's the crazy thing. They still play that skit and they don't bleep it out at all. Yeah. But again, that's parody. His whole thing was he kind of had a Professor Griff moment. And he was speaking about how at one point we were here together. We were fighting injustice, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, y'all switch on us. And it just backfired on him. And that screwed him over in 84. But in 88, when he runs again, he actually picks up some momentum.
I heard that was a good year. That's what I heard.
84?
Yeah, you weren't.
88. I heard 88 was a good year.
88 was a much better year a much better year for him. That's and crazy. Black folks to an extent.
Man.
But I got a chance to meet him. We were in New Orleans, and that was part of his campaign run. And we actually saw him coming out of was it Willie Mays? No, Dookie Chase. He was coming out of Dookie Chase restaurant. And my parents, we were all walking, and we were just like, oh, my mama said, baby, it's Reverend Jackson. And I just looked at him like, okay. My Aunt Dolores started yelling, and I'm just going, who is this?
Right.
Who is this somebody?
Who is
this somebody?
Yeah, he waved. You know, my mom was all excited. I'm just sitting there like, man, look, I'm trying to get to this damn this fried chicken at Willie Mays. I'm trying
to eat. Anthony trying to eat.
I'm hungry.
He's like, look,
trying to eat.
And also before we get into the episode,
I think Furb. I'm sorry, cut you off. Was Furb you gonna share one? Did you get to meet him? You had your mic. Did you?
No, I was about to say something stupid. Y'all can go ahead.
Go ahead, say it.
Could have.
I thought he was like part of the Jackson 5 when I was a kid.
I was Daddy's.
Everybody that's not that crazy.
That's not stupid.
It's not stupid. I was just about to say, and I want people to please understand, Jesse Jackson and Michael Jackson are not related. They have no relation, because it's been coming out all week. People like, I didn't know. I thought they was cousins.
You're not that far off though from like some of the older brothers. Like that's not that crazy, because we've only known him as old Jesse Jackson, but he was young, and in the 70s he would have obviously been younger. So I can kind of see.
Why. I mean, you got uncles, grandmas, and things like that, so they could have been anywhere in that. But unless I knew it was from Indiana, I would have never. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily saying you have to be from there for it to happen. What you got, Anthony?
Right. No, I just want to say, just give one quick recommendation. If you want to see Jesse Jackson at his most Jesse Jacksonist, check out the concert film Wattstacks. I've spoken about it a bunch of times. It's kind of a Christmas tradition me and my dad had. We watched it. It is a concert that happened back in 1973 or 74. To commemorate and the remembrance of the 65 Watts riots.
Okay.
And it was a massive gathering of Black unity. It is a beautiful concert film. Richard Pryor is the narrator. He gives the commentary.
I was listening. There's an album, and I feel like there's an album that uses the Richard Pryor clips in the album, and I was just saying how, and it may be chance, I don't know, but there's an album that used clips when they were just saying how yes, while he's telling jokes, it's not really meant. Well, it comes off as funny, but it's really like, but it's like an actual, kind of like a Dave Chappelle type of thing. It's social commentary, but it's still coming off as a funny to people, I think. But I'm gonna check that out. But please drop that in the Discord. So
another thing.
I know.
Yes.
In that.
So please check that out. That is Jesse Jackson. He got the afro. And the coolest thing about it is he introduces Isaac Hayes, because Isaac Hayes is the headliner. Because the whole concert features Jason, you would love it. It is Memphis in LA, because it's nothing but Stax Records art.
That's when you say watch Stax. I say, I'll definitely. I'm gonna peep that, man.
You'd be like, man, I'm at home, man.
Hey, chill out.
Charging up like a
Jason.
Hey, chill out.
Jason is from Little Rock, Arkansas.
I've lost my Memphis accent.
Really?
What accent? It was never there. Arkansas.
Wow. Don't you live in Memphis now? How you lose that?
I don't.
No, Jason is from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Hey man, this ain't. Hey, hold on. Don't send.
Don't censor
me.
Ask him that.
Don't censor me. Don't censor me.
Oh, so you raising your hand?
What the heck? It's for me, right? But look, all right. So, Wonder Man. Stepping into this, of course, this was my first interaction with this character, but Yaya was the lead, so I'm already sold on that character. We have seen Trevor more times than Shang-Chi. Damn near Wanda at this point. Doctor Strange.
We know who's getting a check. We know who's getting paid.
And he got a new movie coming out where he's in a plane and he had to fight sharks that has wrecked into the water. Yeah, that trailer came on when I went to go to the movie the other day.
I saw Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley, he's a pilot. I don't know if he's fighting them.
Okay,
but they in the water and sharks are fucking them up.
Oh wow.
Jazz, going into this series with the Yaya, what was your expectations coming into this?
I didn't have any, and it's because I wasn't familiar with the character, and so Yaya is in my top 5 men that I lust over, so I was definitely going to be locked into it anyway, because I'm very supportive of the men that I lust over. And so I was already locked in, but I didn't have any expectations. I didn't know anything about his character. So I was just like, okay, going in with fresh eyes. And what I got was not what I thought I was going to get, which is not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. But it's more so had me open my eyes to see this as more than just a Marvel film. And I knew Yaya would deliver because Yaya is a very talented chocolate brother. And so I was very excited to see him in this role. And, I'm glad it got a lot of positive reviews. So I'm glad other people were able to enjoy the performance he was able to put in. So.
Got you. Furb. So what is your experience with the Wonder Man character, but also what did you think of how Yaya brought this character to life for us on the screen?
I think that Yaya gave life to a character that didn't really have any. My interactions or experience with the Wonder Man character, he's kind of boring. He's not really that interesting. He's just a guy with powers. Doesn't have any iconic stories that you're like, oh, you gotta go read this. So putting Yaya in this role, it's really up to him to define what this character is going to be from here on out, because this is, like you said, this is many people's first time with this character. This is what they're going to imprint onto this character, how he behaves, how he interacts with other people. And I think he did a decent job. And I like the aspect of him. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself, but I like the aspect of him being not this perfect goody two shoes. He's an asshole. He's self-centered. And they not only tell us that, but they also show it through his actions. It's certain points in the series where you're like, damn, you ain't really got to do that. You're really a dick, but I still fuck with you because the performance that he's delivering, it resonates with you. So I think Yaya did a good job, and I hope that they don't just shelve this character, but seeing how Feige did this series and how he feels about people that are
black
of a certain
hue.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Chris, same thing for you, brother. What was your experience with the character? One, and do you think that Yaya potentially could have made this a long-standing character, one that we will remember moving forward?
Really, I can just echo Jazz's sentiments. I didn't really have any expectations just because I was totally unfamiliar with the character. I think I've heard the name in passing, but I wasn't really familiar with him. So I couldn't really say if I was excited or anything. I do like Yaya, like Jazz had mentioned. So I was curious to see what he was gonna do. But in terms of like how much I would like the show, I had no idea. And like Jazz has said, it went a direction that I was not expecting at all. Like it didn't really even feel like a Marvel show. Like it was very different from what just like I was kind of gotten accustomed to. And as far as this being a long-standing character, that kind of goes to Furb's point. It just really depends on what they decide to do with him. I'm also getting ahead of myself. I would like to see him again. I think that there is potential there for him to be a long-standing character. It just really just comes down to if the investment is put in there. And then the last thing, just what Furb had mentioned about him being an asshole, I really like how they did that, because sometimes when you have characters do that, you either see them be like the snarky, overly sarcastic character, or they're kind of like an anti-hero. And he was really neither. He was very realistic, that like he was kind of a dick, but it was like not like him, like he wasn't just outright disrespecting people. It was more so he just lacked self-awareness of others. He was so caught up in his head that it's like it wasn't even the thing that he wanted to fuck over people. It's like he wasn't even acknowledging them just because of how in his head he was. And honestly, I feel like that's a more realistic depiction. So I definitely like that characteristic of him. So yeah, I think that just to see him grow, I would definitely like to see more of this.
Got you. Definitely, I appreciate all y'all. Now, Anthony, I believe you have a bit more extensive knowledge of this character.
I'm old. Just say it, Jason. I'm old.
I'm gonna say it, but I want to make sure we we don't need the A to Z.
No.
Of Simone Williams, because I know it's a little bit. I know the characters in the Kimmel book may be a little bit different. I know there's a little bit of a triangle with him and Vision and Wanda as well on the West Coast. So
my encyclopedia says that.
So Anthony, give us a little bit some little tidbits that we can take of Simon Williams in the comic book. And as we go through the episode, I'm gonna fall back to you just to see if there is some stuff that we potentially could want to see in the future, because I know Vision Quest, that's still on the slate. This show is potentially a season 2 is potentially there because of just how well this show was and just how many scans it picked up over the last month, and it's still been like in the top 3 over at Disney, if I'm not mistaken. So it's still pushing pretty well. But Anthony.
Well, Wonder Man is not one of the greatest heroes. Furb said something earlier. If I say it wrong, Furb, please correct me. There's not much life to him because the motherfucker is always dead in the comic books. He has died more times than Pac. He's been shot, stabbed.
You're not in Cuba?
Exploded. Yeah. Oh, dude, they've done so many things to him, but he doesn't stay long. So to have this way of introducing him into the MCU proper is probably the best and smartest thing Marvel has done in the past 5, maybe 6 years. What they gave us was not a comic book show. They gave us a character study. They gave us a buddy comedy in a lot of ways. They gave us bosom buddies. If you remember the show, I said I'm old.
When they come out, 70?
No, that came out in 1980 with Tom Hanks. A very young Hanks, where he was dressing like a woman to stay in a hotel with Peter Solari.
He was dressed like a woman? And you said it was Tom Hanks?
Don't start, Jazz.
And he's white too. Sorry.
I'm with you, Jazz.
Right, you see it, Chris.
I see it.
It's not about emasculating. It is about comedy. That's all I'm saying. I don't want Dr. Umar and his troglodytes to come after me.
Dude, the knowledge, nigga.
I beg your pardon. But no, when it comes to Wonder Man, his origin is convoluted. It's really wacky. But what they did here was they took really not much from the origin, except that he was an actor. In the later iteration of Simon Williams' life, he becomes a stunt man in Hollywood. And I think that was really great. And what makes it even better is the folks who were the showrunners of this were clowning Marvel every episode. And the fact that now that could be another reason Kevin Feige might have tried to sweep it under the rug, but I don't think we can always blame Feige, because Wonder Man was a part of the post Bob Iger Disney, where I can't remember who was the head of Disney at the time, went to Feige and said, all right, look here, Pete, we need as much content that you guys can put out so we can populate Disney Plus. Because remember, when Disney Plus came in, they didn't have much Marvel anything.
Yeah.
So they needed Star Wars to go into overdrive and Marvel to produce in overdrive. So Wonder Man was in that last run with Ironheart, Agatha. I forgot who else. I think Miss Marvel was a part of it as well. And that D23, I think from 2021, when Feige was announcing all that stuff. So when Iger comes back and he tells him, look, trim the fat, a lot of that got cut was promotion. That's why Ironheart got screwed a lot too. The promotion dollars for those shows, which yes, they were the two black shows of this run, they got hit the worst out of all. Yeah.
I was
and
gonna say
Agents of Wakanda.
that's what I was gonna say. That one too.
Thank you for Eyes of Wakanda. They got hit the worst, and the fact that they were like, nah, just binge it. They'll love it. It was kind of a disservice. But to go back to what I was saying before about Wonder Man, this is the most interesting Simon Williams has ever been.
Nice.
Period. Nice. And my last thing is, this is the first time I have seen a race swap and the white nerds are not burning down the house.
Or the black nerds.
Or the black nerds. I have yet to see them yet.
But
I haven't seen them.
They got
put back on track.
They got put back on track.
Amen.
And the thing is that when you have a great story, your shit commentary can't stick. When the story is hidden, when the show is hidden, you can yell all day. Well, Simon Williams was a white guy, and he was a capitalist and an industrialist. Okay, we already have that. It's fucking Tony Stark.
What you got, Chris?
I was gonna ask, do they care enough about him? Like, is he known enough for him to get an outrage, like racially? Because I can understand if it were like we have MJ, or assuming she's Mary Jane Watson, but MJ going from white to black, I can see that being a big deal.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, so, but is he? I mean, I saw Furb shaking his head. Like, you don't think he's a big enough deal to even warrant a racist reaction? Nah.
Simon?
He's basically a blank slate.
No. Okay. Yeah. But now keep in mind, we see Trevor Slattery. There was controversy with him being the Mandarin.
I think that's why they fixed it with the daddy, right? In Shang-Chi.
Yes.
So I mean, to an extent, they kind of gave him they kind of gave him a little bit of what the Mandarin does, but he wasn't called the Mandarin, right?
But here's the problem: the Mandarin is a very racist character.
I believe it.
He is based on the way the look of Fu Manchu in his original appearance in Iron Man. He's got that long Wei Fong beard, mustache, and goatee, and he's and he's got the little almond eyes and everything. So I mean, it is what it is. Hey, they can hate me if they want, but y'all screwed up affirmative action, you get these jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. I also want to show some love to Destin Daniel Cretton. I think that's how you say the name.
Cretton.
The creator of this show. If you don't know, of course he wrote Just Mercy with Michael B. Jordan. He did Shang-Chi. He did this, and he's also doing Brand New Day that comes out in July. So just the stuff that he's putting his hand, his imprint on, he's really doing a lot of service. And I would just like to say, for him to be, he's Hawaiian. I don't know if he's Asian or not. You know,
Pacific Islander.
Pacific. I never say Pacific. I want to be, I want to be respectful in that.
No,
but
I think he's Asian.
I think he's Asian. But for him to be able to do a movie like Just Mercy, where you have to go into, that's like a movie about Black culture, just Black people going through something, for him to be able to write that with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx, and the way that movie was delivered, and the way he did this, and like some of the cinematography within this film, I'm trying to taper how I feel about it, but the expectation for Batman, it just keeps on creeping. Not Batman, sorry. Spider-Man just keeps on creeping up. Like I don't want to go in the movie like with this big ass expectation of, man, this movie's gonna knock it out the park. But from what he's given us so far, I can't help to be like anticipate that at this point.
Well, the beauty is, and I'll quell, hopefully, keep you calm. But from what I was reading, there was a test screening of some of Brand New Day. And they say they love it. The folks who saw it, they are loving it. So this is new blood. He has a different eye. He's not following the true Marvel, I guess, wheelhouse or whatever. So we'll see. But he's doing a damn good job right now.
So Jazz, you put me up on Studio. Of course, the show with what's Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. This kind of gave a studio feel, but this time it's from an actor's perspective as opposed to a studio head. How did you feel about Simon's character on the sets, or how he did his processes? How did you feel about that?
So I did appreciate us seeing behind the scenes of what working actors go through. And I honestly feel like this series is a letter from actors to the audience, to the executives at the studio, to everybody that's not in the acting space. Because you see a lot of things that they go through, and you see how they have to audition for tapes to where they're recording in front of a camera. There's not that person on the other side. So that emotional connection is all raw. And I love how they utilized him being an actor and his powers, because he always had to tap into something else, because he had to get out of his own head, because he didn't want to trigger, I guess, his powers. And because it's just like certain spaces and probably roles he couldn't take because they might have been too emotional, too triggering. I wouldn't put Simon in a slave movie. Oh no, everybody is dead. So it's just like, you need to listen, you're out of here. So I love how this series actually did that, and I didn't realize it or appreciate it on my first watch. But I appreciated it on my second watch, because it was so many different things that I saw, and I was just like, wow. Like when one of them was a self-tape studio, I had never heard of that prior to this series.
That's some LA shit,
right? And I was just like, well, damn.
And you got money,
right? Because he said they start popping up over the past few years. And so it was just like small different lines that didn't get too much attention, but if you actually paid attention to the dialogue, to where you caught it. Because I believe Joe, whose house they went to, that
Joey
was
Pants, baby.
Yes,
Joey Pants.
The fact that him and the Mandarin, he said, "I'm sorry I took that role from you, but you were spazzing out, so I had to take that lead from you." And the fact that he also took Wonder Man from him because he got locked up, I didn't catch that on my first watch. It was a rewatch where I said, "Damn, this is the second role you took from him."
Yeah.
So he
didn't take
it.
He lost it.
He was the replacement. But
right.
I just love how this series showed that. And as somebody who watches films all the time, it made me appreciate the hard work that they put in to show us their talents, their skills on the screen. So
this was the behind the scenes that you would get after a movie when you used to rent it on DVD. You watch it on DVD, the BTS stuff where it's like, yeah, and this is my audition tape and things like that. Him doing the doing his face muscles.
Yeah.
The muscle exercises, all of that to limber himself up and loosen himself up.
I'd say
people think it's silly, but it worked.
Nah, Yeah, because I was in theater in high school,
jazz.
So like on stage, like you had to get into that zone. You were being somebody else.
I enjoy watching like it was a Beyonce, the Renaissance film of how she got prepared for that, because we didn't know that she had she like broke her knee or something. She had really got injured practicing for one of her tours, so that's why she went away for like years to get healed back up. But before they get to singing, they just doing all these little mouth exercises and certain sounds, and they have days where they can't talk at all, like no talking, where they just have to make sure their vocal cords are rested. And you just seeing this in the film is just like, it's weird to see how people, but you got people that are super introverted, which Simon was, because he didn't have friends, he didn't talk to people, he wasn't around people. So for him to get onto the set, which a lot of his stuff really came from his dad. If you just really look at it, a lot of stuff is like his dad told him, hey, you was good in that play, son. You're going to be special when you get on that screen. He was like, what you telling me? He was like, it was just a school play. He was like, nah, you're not understanding. He said, I know people say their kid did good, but I mean, you are special. And a lot of that stuff his dad said was stuff he kept with him, just like the glasses. He had to have those glasses. And that was one of those little tidbits that I caught. He was like, yeah, he said, when I was a kid, I want them glasses so bad. And he was like, man, hopefully, one day you may be able to get some. And he was not moving off the point of, I want those glasses, because them are the ones that, those are the original ones that give the character the flair that he wanted.
Look at that, Black fathers.
The representation in this series, A1. But Jason, I got a question for you. What did you think about the chemistry between Simon and Trevor and their friendship, their bromance?
So this is the closest you can almost get to a relationship that ain't a relationship. Because
where the flag's not flying.
Because you can swap. You could have swapped. You can't. So you know how we've been talking about colorblind casting, where the person could be any race of person. It doesn't work with any race, but it does work with any gender. I do think those two characters could have been either one, and it still would have worked for what was actually given. Because I was just like, damn, that's like the closest you can be. But when it comes to but this is what I would expect a real friendship to look like, especially when it's two people, like I said, on this journey of self-discovery within the thing. And I was going to say, Chris, we've been with Trevor since Iron Man. He's been a character in this thing since Iron Man. It's 2008. This nigga's been 20. He's almost the longest lasting character in this franchise. What you got, Anthony?
2011.
Was 2011? Was it the first?
No,
he was in 2008. He just wasn't a speaking role.
He was in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is his introduction as the Mandarin.
Oh yeah.
But I thought those little videos was already being posted. He just wasn't.
It was Iron Man 3. Okay. That's where we see him.
That's the first time we see him come
make his grand appearance.
Gotcha. Okay, got you. But Chris, what I was going to say is, what did you think? What have you thought of Trevor's journey? Even if if you don't know too much of the backstory, that's fine. But within this story, because it's telling two stories, it's not just Simon's story that we're receiving. We also getting Trevor's story.
To be honest with you, I kind of forgot about Trevor, just because it's been so long. And then the Iron Man series isn't one of my favorites. So I kind of I was like, damn, I feel like I've seen him before. But then when he was the Mandarin, I'm like, oh, okay. But in terms of their journey, like when you were talking about their friendship, I feel like there was also a little bit of codependency. And I think that might have been to where they were so close and intimate, because I think that with Simon, he was finding someone who was extroverted and all the things that he would need to be to get to that next level, like the person that he would need to be. And then I think with Trevor and Simon, I think he was seeing the potential that he may have squandered being the Mandarin. So I think there was like a little kind of a symbiotic relationship in some ways, but it was definitely interesting. But in terms of his character, I really enjoyed him. Like, he was very charming and very charismatic. And I guess he kind of needed to be, considering that he was undercover. But I enjoyed his journey. Like, I think that he was a legitimate friend towards Simon. And I think that I'm jumping ahead towards the end. I think Simon recognized it, even though he was taken advantage of. But I think that seeing him from going like to this villain to being like a true mentor. You know, I think that he started off as a mentor, but then they became friends. Like, I don't really know if that's like the one that might get compared to is maybe like Tony Stark to Peter, but that's very much like a power dynamic. Like, it never becomes friendly. Like, they may be friendly, but they're never friends. Like, I can't really think, even like maybe like a Batman and like an Alfred is still a power dynamic. With this one, it was very like they felt very leveled and they could be friends. So that was cool to see. And I think that goes to what you were talking about with like this being a character story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I definitely thought it was that as well. With looking at it, because you kind of, because you kind of get into the deep dive of them, how they handle the processes, and how Trevor was able to kind of get him out of himself or get out of his head. He kind of gave him different little tips and tricks, because he just went. And if you really pay attention, it was just Trevor all over again, but he's seen somebody that he could actually fix, try to help them, as opposed to making it about himself. Furb, what did you think about their dynamic, the series?
Thought that it was a beautiful dynamic, and it actually made me see Trevor actually enjoy his character for the first time. You know, when he's been in Marvel before, he's been here for a long time, but each time he's shown up, he's the comic relief. He's a character that only purpose is to distract you, to get you from point A to point B. And those characters are necessary at times, but felt as though just him being a part important in Shang-Chi was a bit, and being in Iron Man 3 for the time was cool. I don't remember what else he was in, but
Shang-Chi.
All Hail the King.
Just All Hail the King. Yeah, I didn't see that.
It's a Marvel one shot.
It's one of them little.
Was he the main character in that?
Yeah,
it's like one of them those little like
the little short films that
like
came
5
with
minute
the
short.
movies.
They can't. Yeah, you have to get them on DVD.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of
Yeah.
it.
So it's not on Disney Plus?
It is.
Yes, it is.
You can
all
watch
their
it
one shots are on there.
Okay.
Yeah. All the Marvel one shots are there.
So
can I add? Oh, I'm sorry, Furb. You were still talking. My bad.
No, you want to add something?
What makes them just so goddamn, just you want to hug them. They both have a common goal. And I didn't notice it until I noticed it. Both Trevor and Simon are in this to make their parent proud.
Yes.
Trevor is with his mother.
And his dad.
Simon is with his daddy.
Yeah.
And they're both gone. Trevor's mother is gone. Simon's father is gone. And this is the one chance to finally do something that brings a smile to their face, because they saw the potential in each of them and they saw their greatness. And now this is the moment we have to, prove our parents right. So I thought that was a beautiful little dynamic that really drove it home that, they're friends, regardless of what's going on with the DODC. These two are the like peas in a pod. They belong together.
Yeah. I noticed that too. Because when he was on the airplane, he had the pictures of his mom, and he was talking to the lady. He was just talking to her. But then when they seen, I think her name was Catherine, when they did the interview, he was like, "Oh, my mom's not here, but I got pictures of her. You can see, you can't talk to her." I'm like, "God damn, this nigga, that nigga love his mama. That nigga love his mama."
It's his mother who introduced him into the theater.
Yeah,
Kathy was sitting there like,
was that movie that?
Go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead, Ferb.
No, I was about to say, was the movie they were both watching at the beginning, that was something that his mom showed him too, right? I think.
The movie
the one
that
with Dustin Hoffman and
that's Midnight Cowboy. Trust me, his mama didn't show him that. He was a grown man when Midnight Cowboy came out.
That was a 70s movie with Dustin, which was
68, 69. So
Shit. But shout out to Dustin Hoffman and the other guys. Shit, he was in Mission Impossible. I know that.
That's Angelina
Tom
Jolie's
Cruise?
father.
Yes.
No, not
Tom. Oh, that was also an Anaconda, who's also racist. Or he's MAGA.
Yes. John Voight.
Yes. Yes, he is a MAGite.
MAGA daddy.
Yeah.
MAGA daddy. Yeah.
But Kathy is funny because he busted out all those photos of his mama, and she's sitting there with the knowledge of like, yeah, I'm about to bust your shit real quick. Yeah. She said, okay, that's cool and everything, but so how would you able to get out of jail and be on the set of this movie?
This nigga's a snitch.
No. Trevor said, whoa. Nope. I don't know what you're talking about.
That nigga
Kathy
is a reporter and a journalist.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
She did her research.
Now I'm not talking about Trevor as a snitch because she was like, nigga, how you get out so sweet? Typically, and I love typically that would be a situation where it would be the black person. So I do like it's now a white man who's out of jail as an informant to continue to stay out. So that I like the way they switched that.
The fact that Simon,
you got it with the Italians, you got it with the mafia.
Yeah, Simon's facing that. He was like, "What the hell she talking about?" Like they kept showing his reaction.
The nigga fake, bro. Every time Trevor got busted out, his facial expressions was always like when he was in the room with Joey Pants and he was sitting there, he was like, he said, "Yeah, I had 3 episodes on the South Shore Clint Doc Hospital or whatnot, but he took my role." And he was like, he said, "Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't take nothing. Actually, you was high out your mind. You was missing set. You came to set screaming about worms. They rode around you just like they did Simon."
Exactly.
American Horror Story.
Exactly. Because he was just like, you was complaining about the script. And I'm like, Trevor was doing the same shit Simon was doing.
Right. They are one in the same.
They won, yeah.
One in the same.
Chris, I was gonna this isn't on purpose. It's just I just came to my mind. I thought of you. What did you think about Simon and his girlfriend relationship?
Oh, you wrong for that.
It wasn't.
Yeah, sure. We know what you was trying to do.
First devil in the snow.
Occasionally.
Black History Month. I would have lied.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
I couldn't be ashamed. Yeah, I'm not. It's cool.
Did they know?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, but Chris, what did you think of the dynamic that they had?
We didn't really see that much of her. But the little that we did, I mean, I think it gives insight to who Simon is. Just a very emotionally distant. I mean, I'm not surprised that he had like a difficult relationship. And I do think that they used her very well. We actually didn't need to see that much of her because the small bits that we had, it showed us that, again, he's emotionally distant. He's not a good communicator. He's secretive. He's in his head, all those things that she pretty much said. But I think in the second instance to where he was confronting her, thinking that she was telling about his powers, we also saw like the potential that he has for love, that he is a lovable person. Because even though the relationship didn't end well, she still like thought enough of him that like, hey, I'm not going to reveal your biggest secret. And also the fact that she even knew that. I think the biggest with that dynamic is that there is potential with him, that you see that with Trevor loving him, and even like I'm definitely jumping ahead, him and his brother, had
you're fine. Ain't no we just talking about the whole thing. I'm just trying to get, hit them little tidbits.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I like it though.
So Chris, you said it kind of showed that he's a loving person.
Not I think that it showed the potential that he could be loved. I think that with people like that, like they're not the easiest people to be around. Like someone who's emotionally distant, secretive, all of that. Like that's not someone who you necessarily want to be around. But I think that the fact that his ex-girlfriend still obviously had affection for him, she just couldn't be with him. And the fact that she didn't curse him out showed that there was potential, because by the end, I think, at least in my opinion, he showed a lot of character growth. And I think that he developed as a character. And I think that he became the person that he needed to become Wonder Man. Like him becoming Wonder Man, I think kind of happened at the same time that he had this growth. And I think that his ex saying that, hey, I still love you or appreciate you, her showing them that affection is showing that even though you're not a lovable person now, you can be a lovable person. That's how I kind of interpret it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like that's just how it kind of like that dynamic by seeing that and then seeing the end. That is like, hey, you have potential for more.
What you thinking, Jazz?
I'm thinking that shows that she's a bigger woman in that situation.
That's
to where it's like you don't have to have aggressive feelings towards your ex, especially if y'all don't end on bad terms. She was just like, I can no longer do this. I need to leave, and you do what you need to do, and we're going to go our separate ways because I'm not able to get you to open up, especially with me knowing one of your deepest, darkest secrets. I already knew, and you never opened up to me. She was waiting for him to open up, and she just got to the point to where it's like, I'm done. Now imagine if she found out that Trevor knew the secret after knowing him for 24 hours. Then I bet you she would have got a different reaction.
Well, but also I think
I would have snitched. I'd have been like, oh, that nigga got powers. Fuck him. He just met that dude 48 hours ago. Oh, I've been dealing with him for 3 years.
Think about it. It's like MJ finding out Pete was Spidey before Ned. Ned is my best friend. No. I'm sorry.
No.
MJ finding out, just knowing that he had powers, and Ned going, wait a minute, how you knew? Oh, but I knew first.
But didn't he know Ned longer than MJ?
Yeah, he knew Ned longer than MJ.
But my thing is, he met Trevor yesterday. She's been there for 3 years. And it's just like,
I'm just saying.
So wait. So is that so? I'll never say it's not fair for her to pick herself, but that's a bit, in my opinion, that's a bit much because that's the secret. One, considering we have to talk about the Dorman episode, that is something he had to keep to himself. But two, it's something that he really fully hasn't accepted or understood because he doesn't even know where it comes from. Which I'm assuming they're telling us he's a mutant, not it wasn't something that he gathered. And he didn't gain this ability through something, like he didn't get bit by a spider or nothing like that. He was born with this. So he like getting hurt, and people like shit think he's in a fire, he's in a house fire, didn't burn up, no smoke inhalation inside of him or nothing. So it's like that's a hard thing to give to somebody where you have to now trust this person with it.
What's your question? Well, you ask. I thought you were asking a question.
I did. I was asking Jazz. I said, it's not. I don't know if that's fair, but is that like I can't say it's not fair for her.
We've been in a relationship for 3 years, and I knew after 6 months you were a superhero, but I waited for you to tell me, and you never did. And I find out that somebody you just met yesterday knows.
We can't talk about that because that was, she left before then. I'm saying he wasn't. If he was crime fighting Jazz, I would agree. But him having a superpower and not telling you, I don't think I would have an issue there. I think
Jazz's point.
And like that,
I kind of feel where she's coming from.
That means you weren't able to fully trust me. If we are together, like I love you, we live together. We were talking about going to that next step. I was trying to implement everything in our relationship to make you feel comfortable. And the one thing that I already knew, and I waited for you to tell me, but you never did. So I think that would definitely have more pain on her, to where it's just like, damn, was I not enough for him to feel safe to tell me that?
Well, it's not like he told Trevor.
He didn't. Like, he never told Trevor.
Exactly. He didn't tell him. Trevor kept picking and prodding, trying to find shit out. And it culminated in him like
finding out,
giving it away. And then it's like, oh shit. Then it's like, all right, cat's out of the bag. Now I gotta say something, because it's like, it ain't like he was like, yo, Trevor, I love you. I'm about to tell you my deepest, darkest secret. No, Trevor was sent there as a spy. So it's not the same thing. And then if you go back and watch that scene, is she talking about him having superpowers, or is she talking about him being gay? Because that's what I was getting from it. I think she thought that he was gay because he never like was fully open to her. And the way she was saying, I'm glad you found somebody. Yeah. Like, I'm glad you found somebody that you can trust, that you can, be cool with.
I'm not mad at that thought.
Thought that she was calling him gay.
I wouldn't do that. The only reason why I wouldn't think that she was thinking he was gay is because that means you are still in a relationship with a man that you believe is gay. And like,
you could be bi.
She kind of set herself up.
But I mean,
she had to leave. If she found like, you know what? That's what he is. I gotta go.
But
So
no, but
He
it
did
wasn't
leave.
powers she was referring to. I think you could just read it as gay, but she was 100% referring to his
yeah.
Yeah,
powers.
she was talking about the
But
power.
it,
Yeah,
it,
she was talking about
it,
the
it was,
power.
Go
I
go
think
back
it
and
was
watch the scene. We don't know for
no,
sure.
it does. No.
We
I'm
do,
with you because
Furb.
I was in a
I'm
different
not.
movie, in a different movie. I'm like, oh, she thinks he's gay, but within the context, I think we can assume that she was talking
Use the
powers.
powers of the rainbow.
But I think you can look at it as like a metaphor for either. Because I'm walking with you. Because when she was saying you can be with who you are, and to Jason's
Right.
point, they do kind of seem like a couple. So Furb, I am walking with you, but I do think it was powers though.
I'm driving past both of y'all on the street. I'm like, no, she was really talking about his powers.
No, she
Okay,
was, in my
so
opinion.
What you got?
I'm gonna say, I gotta say this. He is a mutant, and if you've ever read any X-Men book, mutants do not run around showing off their powers at all. They are afraid. They are hunted. And it is showing now that we are going into the mutant saga of Marvel, and the Department of Damage Control are the mutant hunters. They're not going after the superpower folks like your Captain Americas, your Iron Mans, your this, that, and the other. There are people now born with abilities. Miss Marvel was the first, which I'm still kind of iffy, but hey, it's better than being an Inhuman.
We got it. Wait, man, we got to introduce it some way.
No,
that was somebody that people love, and they introduced it, man. We here now.
And that's how they did it in the comics. They did it in the comics. She was an Inhuman, then they said she had the mutant gene. Cool. Now that we are 2 mutants in with Simon as well as Kamala, now we got a problem. Because if we're having Homo superiors coming into the fold, we need a crew that could take these motherfuckers out and hold them. And as we see now with Agent McCreary, is it McCreary or McCleary? I can't remember.
Who gives a damn?
We are hunting mutants. So he's not going to be open to her the way you would want, or she would have wanted him to be, because any misstep and it's out there, she could use that. And again, that's trust issues when you have powers like this. That kitchen fire is something he might have caused.
He did.
Okay. So, and I agree. I felt that. I was like, oh, his powers, because your mutant powers usually hit as a kid or teenager during times of stress and duress. His dad's gone. That's a punch. Some people are even speculating that Simon might have killed his dad.
Ooh. That would have that would
have of powers.
That would have kind of explained the issue him and Eric had with each other a little bit, because that dynamic was weird, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you do see those dynamics. I've never really had those issues with my siblings, but I do see people with their siblings be beefed the fuck out.
Right.
Well, my
sister, Simon is a bum ass nigga.
Is he?
In Eric's eyes.
He's dependent.
He's a bum ass nigga. He's dependent on his mama.
He's dependent on his mama in there. Which, let's get into the family dynamic. The Haitian family dynamics.
Beautiful.
Within that. Chris, what did you think of it? C'est passé? Is that it?
Eric a hating ass nigga, man. Like I don't that nigga, man. That the actor did great, because I was really upset with this nigga, man.
He was cooking. He was cooking. Yeah. He did good.
Funny, but it was just like he was doing too much, man. Like, because this is the thing. You have to, and I guess that he just didn't accept. Okay, to your point that from Eric's eyes, he's a bum ass nigga. So I don't agree with that, but from his eyes, that I can get it. But as an actor, like, bro, you got to understand, like, you're gonna, like, it's not a conventional career. So, like, to anyone else in the world, a nigga that's kind of living how Simon is might be a bum, but he's an actor. And, like, I don't know, I just feel like he was trying to be a second dad when that just wasn't his role to be. And I'm not sure how much of the age gap was between him, but I don't know, man. I just don't like people after a certain age. You have to stop trying to like police me. Like, I have an older brother, and after a certain age, like, yo, stop trying to little bro me. Like, I'm always gonna be your little brother, but like, yo, Simon a grown ass man. Let him figure out his life. And like, he was dependent on his mother, but I don't feel like he was dependent on his mom like to the level of like Baby Boy or something like that, to where it's like really problematic. He was just trying to get on, and he was working.
Right.
You know, like if you're working towards something, I don't consider you a bum. Even if it's not panning out, you're a bum if you're just chilling all day and then you siphoning from your mom. But I don't know. It was good for TV, but Eric was a hating ass nigga.
They didn't really they didn't really get into how he was making money. So that was where because him just going to them, like going to those auditions, you ain't getting paid for that. No, you got to make it to a
but
set.
He did have shows though. He did have shows, but also
he had no money.
Yeah,
bro.
No. You're right.
Listen, I'm with I'm on his brother's side because he said I've been giving moms money so that she can pay your rent every month. That you out there, you ain't doing shit. And I get that he's an actor and he's trying to get on. Nigga, you have powers, bro. Do something with that. I'm seeing superheroes do a whole bunch of stuff. I get Anthony Mackie is broke, but like do something with that.
They're all broke.
Like you were given a gift. Utilize it, make some bread that way. If I'm paying your bills, right? And moms is probably coming to me complaining and shit like, oh, I wish he would get it together. Oh, he asked me for this. You think you could give me this? Oh, he just asked me for that again. You think you could give me this so I can help him out? And it's time and time and time again. I'm gonna be like, nigga, do something. I get you want to be an actor and cool. Man, fuck the ice cream maker. Like, you could have stole that. No, fuck the ice cream maker. I redid this whole crib. And you come in, look what I got. Fuck out of it.
But mommy,
mommy. Listen, I get the frustration. I'm with you. I think he just went too far. Like he should have been like a 6.57, but he was on like 12. He was kind of like humiliating him.
Well, listen, Simon is like 35. At what point? He's in his 30s. Yeah. He's 35.
He's in his 30s.
At what point? Like if he was in his 20s, early 20s, cool. He's 35.
Okay, true. Okay,
it's like, and I'm footing the bill for you, bro, and you 35. Like,
yeah, and I think they had a 5 year.
And you gotta understand. He know he has powers. His whole family know. So it's like, bro, use them joints. You seeing superheroes. It's not like I could understand if superheroes didn't exist in this world. You see people with powers all the time. They was even talking about him like, yo, Captain America, or whatever, at the little joint. Why don't you go try to meet Captain America? Why don't you act like a hero and do something with them?
But they're not getting shit. But they're not getting paid to be a hero.
I don't give a fuck. It could be symbolic. Go save a bus or something. Go be a cop. Fuck it. Right. Go get a badge. Be a cop. You be the best fucking cop. You never get hurt. You can help so much. It's so much he could be doing, but he's wasting his time. He's not even a good actor.
Nah.
I'm not gonna say he's not a good actor, but he's not. You gotta look at it from his brother perspective, right? You're not even a good actor. You about to be 40, bro. This shit is a rizat. Go get a job, nigga.
Just got fired.
At least start flipping fry. Pay your own rent. If he was paying his own rent, then it's cool. Then you can ease up off him. But I'm paying it. That's the caveat. I just fixed mommy crib, and I've been paying your fucking rent for the past 10 years.
10?
I don't know. He just made the.
How long y'all think he was paying his bills?
It felt good though. Like I
think he was paying his bills.
I felt the anger in Herb's heart, but I think
but
Simon
is. Shows.
I think Simon is one of those people to where I'm gonna put my important adult responsibilities to the side, and I'm going to focus on my dream. You have people that's like that. You have people that have people that sponsor them so they can go live their dreams. Now.
For what he's
doing, those people got superpowers.
What he's looking at doing, you almost have to, unless you're rich. Like that's why when it comes to being an actor, typically they come from one of those MGM type of families, one of those people that comes from those, they already well off, so they can afford to not have to work and they can just focus on their craft and take these classes and go to school and do all these different things. But someone come from nothing, Simon. They gotta do a bit more in that. So him being, I think, what is it? A method actor coming on sets trying to control shit was already a problem because, bro, you come from nothing, bro. You gotta take it where it is. This nigga is he's a stand-in and trying to have a background for his character, bro. No, what are we doing? What are
Nigga,
you
just
doing?
drink the water. Drink the water.
Just die.
He thought he was an A-lister. Simon came in like, you a day player. Like, nah.
Jack, did you peep? He was like, hey, at the American Horror Story, and at the end he was on it riding with
he was getting the bacon.
And shout out to your boy from Insecure, which he was the Haitian.
He was his assistant.
No. Off the show. Haitian consultant. Yes. He was the Haitian consultant for the show, so that's who they used to make sure the Haitian stuff was the way it needed to be inside the show as well.
Did you notice old boy from Rap Shit?
Both of them. Yeah, I was waiting to say this.
I was like,
everybody was there.
Cocoa butter everywhere. Yes.
But again, you gotta love the fact that even when we see the moments with him and his family, Simon's been an outcast probably since he came out the womb.
Fuck
Esther. He's a black sheep.
Oh man, when Trevor let off on Esther, she deserved it. Because number one, bitch, you a neighbor. Okay? You probably come and get all the bologna, all the sugar, because your ass ain't right. Leave that man alone. But if you notice the way he moved around his family, he has been an outcast since his dad died and his powers manifested. You can't move like a normal person anymore. I get what you're saying, Furb. You got powers. You need to use them to the best of your ability to make a life. But he's a mutant. He's hunted. The doorman wasn't a mutant. He's a mutate. Mm-hmm. And we all saw what happened to his sad black ass.
Why you gotta say it like that?
So, because it's sad.
It's tragic.
He had some.
It's the rise and fall of the doorman. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let's slow it down.
But what I'm saying is, I agree with Furb. I agree how Eric felt. I agree how his brother felt. And if you read the comics, his brother is a piece of shit. Because he becomes a supervillain.
That's what I've been saying. Right. In the casting, it does have him as listed as a supervillain. So hopefully, like I said, if we get a season 2, maybe that's we'll see how that manifests.
I don't know how you're gonna make Grim Reaper out of him.
Because maybe he had powers.
He just brother.
I'm saying maybe he had powers and he just wasn't using them. But I wanted to before we get go too far into that, I do want to ask everybody's favorite scene and of course favorite episode, and we can get into that. Jazz, what was your favorite scene?
Damn it! I was hoping you wouldn't select me first.
Unless anybody else got.
I know mine.
Chris,
yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Easily, the last episode was my favorite.
Okay.
Scene. Well, that's favorite episode. What's about your favorite scene?
Ooh, probably the reveal that he wasn't actually training for a movie or trying to prepare for a movie, and that it was actually like when the shoe dropped and he was actually trying to like break Trevor out. Like once that reveal happened, I'm like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting.
Oh, the final scene.
I ain't gonna lie, that kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't
so well done
coming, but that whole sequence when they showed where he was working at, I'm like, oh, this is what he's gonna do. That was
and he paid dude's family off.
I like that. Yeah,
that was dope. But he was like, we ain't got to work no more, baby.
Y'all know that man going to prison. I mean, it's a beautiful moment, but that man is going to prison.
What about you, Furb? What was your favorite scene?
I like the scene that Chris said. It was another good scene was when Trevor was talking to Simon's mom, and she was talking about he came to me one day and he said, "Thank you for loving me," and she was talking about how he was like he felt lonely, but he never expressed it. Like it resonated a lot with me.
Yeah, no, that hit. A lot of these scenes, like I said, I appreciate Yaya acting, and like I said before, I think this was one of those shows where he was able to be a bit more well-rounded or a bit more emotional or vulnerable within the role, because you've seen him do so many different things, and it gave him a wide range from him being, like I said, the method, to him being serious, to him being emotional, to and my favorite scene was, of course, him doing Julia Roberts, which was incorrect.
Yeah.
Him doing the Julia Roberts when he shouldn't have been doing it which that scene was dope. The way he did it was amazing. But as he says, I'm so disappointed in you, Simon. That was not what I wanted. But that was because he was failing to tap into who he was, which we see the scene, which also second scene was him talking to Trevor about why he couldn't be himself in that scene, or in that, because of what it would reveal of him within that. I definitely enjoyed that. What you got, Ed?
I was gonna kind of piggyback on what you said with the Julia Roberts, because I was watching it and I'm like, oh, okay, Trevor. I mean, excuse me, okay, Simon. Okay, Pretty you Woman? Tapping in, and then I just went, "Are you doing Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman?" But I would have to say, Doorman is my favorite episode. My favorite moment, though, was the little dream where he said, I want to do it again. And I love how intense it got, because I was like, wait a minute, this improv is getting a little too personal. And then when my boy said, we know your secret, you will always be a freak. And that's when I went mutant, because that's what they used to call him. Mm-hmm. And he punched that up, made his head look like a donut. I thought at first it was real.
I did too.
Because I was shocked like everybody in the room. Because the best facial expression was that young guy, the first one who did his improv, when he saw the punch go through and he was like, and he pulled himself back and Trevor just goes, like, you did that. And my last favorite moment was in episode 6. Amazing series, but whoever was in the room and said, I have the best song for the credits at the end of episode 6, and they said, well, what is it? Shaka Khan's I Feel For You. I want that motherfucker to get a raise.
Trevor was speaking on Shaka Khan the entire episode. And when you got the song, I said, oh my God, yes.
Yes. But you know what? I'm not going to lie, Jazz. I seriously thought they was going to play I'm Every Woman, because the story climaxes with him saying, Shaka saying I'm Every Woman, in the room was just, she just took all the energy. And it was one of the most beautiful moments. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I hear Shaka Khan. I was like, well, goddamn. I started pop locking in my seat. I was like, well, goddamn, it's 84. Let's go. This is beautiful.
See, I always thought. See, I think, did they say? I can't remember if she opened or closed with "I'm Every Woman." It may have been closed.
She closed with "I'm Every Woman."
Okay, guys, I know they said she. They.
And I have a little bit of trivia. This is my last thing. Do y'all know who sang "I Feel For You" before Shaka Khan?
Right.
Well, thank you, Chris. Look at you.
No, come on, dog. That's my favorite album.
Yo, he was on that like white on rice.
Prince, goddamn it.
He just said fuck everybody else, right?
Yeah.
But you want to know something?
That's his guy. That's his guy.
Okay. I didn't know the answer anyway. So
I want to see if he knows this one. There is a guest performance in "I Feel For You." Name the artist and what they were playing. Can
you? I've seen it before, but I don't know. I know that there is. I've heard of it, but I don't know who.
I'm gonna say Stevie Wonder harmonica.
That is. That's
it. Damn. Okay, was it good though? Music
job.
Trivia. I love that. Okay.
And the beauty of it is, if you listen to the song, they sample Stevie Wonder from Fingertips before Stevie plays the harmonica. Where they say, when he say yeah, that's from Fingertips. Like Shaka sings a little part where she says, it's my emotions. And then you hear Stevie Wonder when he goes, and that's Stevie Wonder. I was floored as a kid, but he's not even credited on the song. He just did it as a favor. Because him and Shaka were friends. He just showed up. He said, you want me to play? And they're like, yeah, and that motherfucker jump on. Who gonna tell Stevie Wonder no? Besides Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones. If you watch the We Are the World documentary, you know.
They're not gonna lead them down the wrong path. But y'all pretty much said my favorite episode, which was episode 6, callback, and the Julia Roberts scene. When he was just like, for them to improv, because improv was one of my favorite things to do in college and high school when I was in theater class. I loved the improv. So I saw that. I was just like, oh, wow. But.
And the folks they had in that scene were great. Like every last one.
Yeah, they did really good.
Like the guy who was somebody's, I don't know what the hell he was. And he just became an overnight sensation within two months or something. Like he was this hunk looking guy. And they were like, well, what's his whole story? Well, I worked for so-and-so. Yeah, I was their buyer. Like he would go get groceries for some celebrity.
Like a DoorDash. Like he was like Uber
like
Eats
an assistant.
DoorDash. He said he was a great Uber Eats driver or something like that.
And then he just becomes an overnight sensation.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
So I think everybody kind of said their favorite episode. Jazz, you was the callback. Anthony, you were the doorman. Chris, you was the finale episode. What was yours, Furb?
Let's say the finale.
The finale as well. So I guess
rest in peace to Jay Gad.
Man, R.I.P. to Jay Gad. Episode 4, The Doorman. That DeMar episode.
Like, what the fuck?
That DeMar episode, man, it definitely gave the goof who stood by the door.
Yes.
I think
that's what it was.
That's one of those episodes.
Atlanta.
Yeah, from Atlanta. Jazz. This introduction, of course, it was in black and white, so it automatically changed what we kind of visually used to. I know a lot of people really don't like that noir feel when they're watching those
they're
episodes.
Uncultured.
It also made me think about the black and white episode of Atlanta too, when we did the I can't think of what the episode was. With Tariq, yeah.
What was it? Whitey on the Moon?
Yeah, that had Kevin Samuels, R.I.P.
Yeah, it was one of them. But so Jazz, what is you this episode here? Because it definitely takes you out, but you understand the point, because episode 1, it tells you when he goes into that first, and they say, make sure you got to sign your doorman clause, and it's like you don't even think about it until you're like, what the? I heard that before.
That stood out to me because I said, what kind of clause? And he said, just make sure you're not a superhero. And I was just like, okay, this seems like an important detail because he's definitely a superhero. So why can't superheroes, why do they have to have a clause? Because I don't remember the character's name from Eternals, but one of them was an actor.
Kango.
Yes, he was an actor. So I was just like, so they can't act no more? But
his movie poster was in the show.
In this series?
Yeah.
When they went to the theater.
But Kango
was everywhere.
He lives with different people. So he always different whenever he comes back and acts.
Kango the 75th.
A Bollywood
and I also don't think the doorman situation happened so many years ago. I feel like that was definitely recent. So
correct.
Yeah.
But this was probably my second favorite episode, because with them changing it to black and white, I love that aesthetic because it definitely lets you know this is something that happened in the past and it's supposed to stand out from everything else. And so I just like that tone. Give me black and white, or give me some shade of yellow, give me some green, red, something. Play with the colors. Especially depending on what you're trying to do. So I felt like that was fire. Looking at this, I said, so why are you putting your finger in some shit?
That was so not black.
I was like, now you know.
And it's a rock song, which for me, my introduction to rock song was in the Spider-Man games. I'm pretty sure it's in the comics, but the Spider-Man
rock
games
song been around for years.
I'm pretty sure. I haven't.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, why you over here touching shit? And then he wake up at the crib. He just seems so wholesome and genuine. His character, his boss is like, you've been here a little bit longer. This is a drive-by type of position. 3 years. He was there for 3 years. He said, I just like
it. Doorman.
He loved that. But then to see where his character went before the incident, he switched places with the guy that was like, oh, come in whenever you finish out here. Come sit with us. He became that guy. Kind of similar to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jazz.
Kind of similar to Simon. Being that guy at the beginning, he was like, why can't we get in the golf cart? The last episode, he was in that golf cart. So you kind of saw parallels a little bit with their stories. So I definitely enjoyed the doorman. I was just like, damn, that's tough. They never found dude either.
Man, what you got, Ant? What you got, Ant?
No, I was going to say DeMar Davis is not Simon at all, because he understood where he started and he knew where he was, when he became Damar Doorman Davis. He became a celebrity. He saw what Josh Gad did for him. He paid it forward to the other door guy. Simon wasn't going to do that. Simon was not in that mode. He only did it because Kathy Friedman was interviewing him. So he wanted to show, oh, yeah, I'm a good person. But when you look at the doorman thing, and I'm going to just give a quick history, is a real character, is in Marvel Comics, is black, is a mutant, and he was a member of the West Coast Avengers, and then they brought his ass to the Great Lakes Avengers, and it's some of the most funniest stuff you'll ever read.
Is his real name Doorman Davis?
It's just Doorman. I don't even remember Doorman's right name.
Because he's not in my encyclopedia. I was looking for him.
Very, very, very.
Don't laugh at me. He wasn't.
He's probably one of them like one-off type characters. Like, they probably put him.
They brought him back and he shows up in West Coast Avengers. I think in the 90s, which was very short, and then he's gone.
I was wrong. He's in here. He's on page 155. Let me go to it. So I finished what you were saying.
So Doorman is a mutant, unlike in here where Damar Davis becomes a mutate. Mutate. And the difference is mutants are born with a mutant gene. Mutates are changed by, whatever outside environment, whatever. Roxxon, like Jason said, I knew shit was going to happen when I saw Roxxon.
Mm-hmm.
Think of every evil corporate entity in the world today. And Roxxon is way more evil than what you think of. So when he sees the goo, and it's a cute, sparkly goo, it's cute. I get it. But when I saw ROXXON, I said, this Negro, you fucked up. You have fucked up. But he's given the powers of the dark, what is it called? The dark veil. It's the dark veil. Him and Cloak have the same powers. Well, they can access the dark veil. And if you don't know who Cloak is, Dark Force, thank you, Furb. They can both access it. Cloak with his massive cloak and Doorman through his gut.
What you got, Jazz?
So Anthony is right. So he doesn't have his own section. It has a section for the Great Lake Avengers, and his name is in there. There is somebody in here called Tippy Toe.
Yeah.
Oh God, here she goes.
Squirrel Girl. I forgot who the big chick is. She's the one who starts skinny and then she gets
Big Bertha.
Big Bertha. Is a motherfucker. Bertha fist slaps the Hulk.
This is crazy.
It's a great moment in comics. Like Bertha punched the Hulk and the Hulk just went.
We're some nerds.
Cute. And he just goes about his way. He laughs, man. And Bertha's like, how are you laughing at me? And he just walks away laughing.
She got the nerve to wear a bikini. Sis, put that away a little bit.
Don't body shame.
It's not a body
shame.
Anthony, it's not a body shame.
If I send you a picture, you're going to be like, all right, Jazz, you're right. Bertha
I've seen Big Bertha. Yeah. She does a lot. It is extra, but...
Oh, shit.
I don't even know what. I'm not even gonna click that.
Chubby Chaser. It is what
it
is.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
It is what it
is. Chris, what did you think about that Doorman episode?
For me, this is when the show really kind of went to the next level. The first couple episodes, I'm like, okay, this is, I'm interested, but it wasn't what I was expecting. So I didn't really know what to make of it. But with Doorman, totally different tonally from anything I can really remember with Marvel. Like, this was really a tragic episode. It's really kind of terrible what happens. Even just with Doorman, even seeing like him becoming like a has-been, like that was like sad to see. But this was a really special episode. I really enjoyed the black and white. I think that it lets you know that not even just that it was in the past, but that tonally it was going to be different. So it was just a really, really special. And one thing random, but I said the Atlanta episode, I think it was Rich Wigger, not Whitey on the Moon. I think it was
Rich Wigger.
Poor nigga. Yeah, that's
Rich Wigger. Rich Wigger, poor Wigger.
But this was a really special episode. Like it really kind of like tugged at my heart. It was a total, like, it was like coming of age kind of sort of thing, biography. It was like kind of funny at times, like it kind of like it was showed you the movie business. It was a lot, but yeah, I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, he was
And fuck Mario Lopez.
I think they asked for some water. He asked for some water. He was like, but shit, I'm just Brian gonna make me clown. Let me keep drinking it. And then the guy was like, while he was there on the set, like writing jokes, like all about him. Furb, what did you think about the episode?
I thought it was interesting. When it was in black and white, and then I seen like the original iPhone, I was like, "Damn, I'm old," because the way like people from my generation look at the '90s and the '80s is the way motherfuckers now is looking at the early 2000s, and I'm like, "All right, man, relax with that." But it was an interesting episode. Doorman, it was a cool episode. That's honest.
I guess for me it was the thing of, his boss kind of told him like, you are cool with, where you at, and you've never really tried to go beyond that. She was like, don't lose that part of you. And he forgot it. It's like he lost it as he began to rise, and then he got too caught up in what people thought about him and felt about him. Because when he was just cool as Jay Gads, doorman, just kicking it with him, it was cool. Like, I probably 200K. Like I said, that was definitely an increase from where he was at to where he became. So that was like a big thing. But then it was just like I said, he talked to his money man, or the manager, or maybe his business manager, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, "You got to be careful with him." He said, "You ain't never told me about that until now, and now I'm already in the issue now." He was like, well, I'm telling you now. So what's the problem?"
I would have fired him.
Yeah,
you are fired. I got lawsuits because that potato in a bag is burning people's hands.
Potato bags, potato bags, Jazz. It's just the way of the world.
Somebody telling you like, why didn't you warn me? Like, I'm warning you now. Oh, you out of here.
I think
I would have put him in a tunnel. You know what? Here, come here.
Because that's just like when Tony was going off on Cap. He said we're supposed to be the Avengers, or are we the what did he say? We're supposed to be the Avengers instead of the what? Defenders or
Defenders. The Revengers.
It was something like that.
The Avengers. Your prevention, and you're not you're proactive, not react.
Right. It's just like, you let me know after the fact. We need to find a solution before the problem gets here. So.
Right. And I think what was so cool about the Doorman episode, Marvel posted behind the scenes, because people were saying, "Oh yeah, they used CGI for this episode," and they were like, "No, we didn't." And they have behind the scenes stuff of when they do, Josh Gad and the people going into Damar. It's all practical effects. It's an old effect that was done in a Buster Keaton movie back in 1920, where Buster Keaton was running and he jumps through a person to escape some people trying to catch him, and then the person just does this, closes the suitcase, and walks off. And then they show on the other side where the person is on a platform and they're like this, they kind of at an angle, and people go under and go right through.
But y'all have went through him
to get out of the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what would have happened. Would you have gone through him to get out of the fire?
Or if would you a white person told me to, yes. Because that's what happened. Think about
it. The Babalan team.
I'm not trying to get set on fire, man. I'll take
my chances.
Take
my chances.
I much.
There's always another way.
I'd much rather go through him than to be in Gen V and have to go in somebody's asshole and then they spit me out. I'd much rather go into that pocket dimension. You know what I'm saying?
But think about it. Nobody moved until the white man said it was cool.
Well, he was also cut, but that
I'm joking.
Yeah, Chris, but like he was a superstar.
Yeah.
If Mike be doing
Again,
to do something, I'm probably gonna do it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
And I appreciate Disney being able to make a joke about Olaf, because that was just Olaf. In Frozen 2 when he died. Spoiler alert.
We're melting bitches.
He died. Oh my God, no! The carrot nose.
I mean, because he was in the place the sun got him. The sun.
Oh yeah, he melted.
He melted. Yeah, they bring him back, but he died. He does die.
And Josh Gad causes the fire.
Yet he does.
He causes the fire when he pours the alcohol. It splashes everywhere.
Oh man,
that.
But shit. Okay, so then I think Furb, Chris, y'all said y'all like the finale episode. What was it about the finale episode that stuck out for you all?
I'll let Furb go. Unless you want me to go.
No, I can go ahead. I just enjoyed how they towards the end, I was wondering how they were gonna end it. And the way that they pulled it off, like with him going to that family's home, and you don't know at first what he's about to do, but then like once you get to, oh, okay, he's going into like the facility to free Trevor, that ending, it stood out to me.
Got you. Chris?
For me, it was just a full circle moment. Like I feel like there was like a conclusion to this arc. But I think, and I feel like you might, I don't want to put words in your mouth, maybe appreciate this ending, because it felt like this ended, but not necessarily a cliffhanger, but it kind of was. But it's like it ended in a way that this could be it, but also whatever the second season could be a continuation, but it's also its own story. And I feel like we've seen like Simon go from being who he was, like that introverted, high-strung, emotionally detached person, to someone who cares about others. And it was like a full circle moment. And I feel like we saw a lot of character growth, and it was like a perfect ending point. And the fact that it was kind of like it caught me off guard what it was going to be about. And it was just a perfect ending. Like, and it really became a superhero show when it wasn't up to that point, where him using the powers to get out, and we see he can fly. So like,
that nigga, hey man, this nigga OP. This nigga can't die, he can't get shot, he can't get bruised. This nigga got superhuman strength. This nigga can fly. Who this nigga? This nigga's not Superman.
Does make you wonder now that, like, yo, kind of going back to first point, maybe he could have been
why he broke.
Right. Now I'm kind of seeing the vision now. Like, I get wanting to be an actor, but he can do a lot, you know?
Yeah.
So, but nah, this was, man, like, for me, this episode by itself gave the show like an extra point.
I'm tripping. Episode 3, no, maybe 5. Episode 5 is the one, I think. Yes, bro. When he was chasing the dude, but he was in the house and she called him and she was like, "Hey, they pushed up the wow." He's like, "We gotta go." I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
It was a side quest. Like, honestly, if you look at a lot of the side quests happen in this movie, they always end up back where they're supposed to, but they just doing like random shit. It's just like when they were trying to find somewhere to record, they went to the self-tape studios. Like, oh, then they went to Trevor's crib. Oh, he got a neighbor that's loud. Then they went to Joe's house. Oh, Joe talking shit. Let's just go to my house anyway. It's like we didn't even have to go to those other places, but you kind of see what happens behind the scenes for actors and what they need to do or what they're willing to do to record those 2 lines of script to try to sell to a studio to be in a movie.
Felt like GTA. Just like all the side quests, it just felt like a video game, but like
wild.
Something. Like,
I had a good time with it though. Because it was just you're just seeing people kick it, and it's just you know what I'm saying.
He's not fighting like other superhuman villains. It's just street people. You got somebody lying to you to your face like, oh, it's gonna upload to YouTube. Nigga, that's not connected to Wi-Fi. Like, if Simon was tech savvy, he would have been like, you full of shit, because that's not connected to Wi-Fi for real.
But there's no way. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate it. Just him,
I did too, because of those details.
And I guess the other thing is like, because we we've been so conditioned to see superheroes as superheroes. What about the ones that don't want it? They don't care to save people. They just want to live their life, and this is something that's a part of them.
We're supposed to get that from the boys. we're supposed to get that from a different series, Jason. We're not supposed to get that in the MCU. They're supposed to want to save everybody and be broke and to live through their trauma on display for us.
Oh, well, no, there are some Marvel characters that don't want to be heroes. I can't name them right now because they're pretty much back in the day. But one of the biggest X-Men, Colossus did not want to fight. He was a pacifist.
He's a bitch.
Isn't he the one with the box haircut, sir?
Yeah, turns.
He's a metal man. He's a bitch.
He's Russian. Yeah. He's Russian.
A Russian bitch.
Back then he was a Russian bitch, but now, he's snapping motherfuckers' necks.
But it's one thing not to want to fight and another thing to not want to use your powers at all.
For good.
You know what I'm saying?
Colossus was one of them. He didn't want to use his powers. At one point, he did not want any of this. Nightcrawler, another one. But that was because of religion. Because he was a Catholic. He felt he should not draw the sword or anything. God will take care of everything for you.
So do you think he knew about the priest? Sorry, go ahead, Anthony.
Sir, wow.
Sorry.
Did he teleport his children? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying.
I know, I feel you. But no, Simon, like Jason said, man, Simon just wanted to be an actor. His powers were somewhat of a deterrent or a burden in a lot of ways. He was more of, I don't want this. I just want to act. My main goal, my achievement is to become Wonder Man. I was destined to be that character. I'm not destined to go fight no damn alien that snapped half of humanity. I don't want to hang out with a talking tree. I want to snort coke and hang out on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood. I want to get hookers. I want to be famous. That is Simon Williams. That's all he wants.
And then
Trevor.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but is that what he wants? Because once he was able to achieve the one thing that was his goal this entire series, it just seemed like he walked away from it, but then also it just didn't seem like it was enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. I think that he realized he was more than just Wonder Man. That he could be Wonder Man, he could be a good friend. And I think that he had such tunnel vision that he forget that he's a multifaceted person. And I think he realized it's enough. Maybe I can be Wonder Man and I can free my friend, or maybe freeing my friend is more important, than being Wonder Man. Because he kind of gave it up, actually.
Yeah. I think y'all hit the nail on the head, but also if you remember the scene where him and Trevor are talking with the agents and they're like, okay, look, Simon, we need to strike while the iron's hot. You need to do this movie with so-and-so. And then we got to put you in this and put you in this and put you in this. And Trevor just goes, you should do a play. And everybody just looked at him like, the fuck is this British motherfucker? Like, money. You need to do this sequel. You should do a play. It's about the art. You should do a play. And the reason he said you should do a play is that with most big actors like Denzel Washington,
Samuel L.
Jackson, to break away from the craziness of Hollywood, you got to go back to the roots of the theater.
Yeah.
Because the theater is where it's most pure. That is the essence of what actors are all about, and calms you. You need to do that. And when Simon said, yeah, let's do a play. Everybody's like, this nigga.
Yeah.
You could have had my 10% is gone now. I can't have no hookers in Blue because of you, Simon.
And when Joe was trying to tell Simon, like, acting is just a job, I love how they focused on that to where Trevor was just like, acting is not just a job. This is something from within when you put your heart into it. And I was just like, oh shit, okay. I like.
But Joe told y'all ass real estate.
But I like both of them are kind of, but neither one of them are kind of wrong though. It just depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I think Jason has spoken to this. There are some people who know their lane and they treat it like a job. Like, I know what I'm good at, what I can do, and I stay within it. And there are other people who treat it like a craft and they're constantly trying to push themselves. Neither one are wrong. So it really, you know what I mean?
Are you comparing Millie Bobby Brown versus Jenna Ortega?
No, well,
that's what we're known right.
Okay, well, you know what? You are kind of right, though. You are. She is just kind of. Okay, I respect people who are passionate about their craft, but you do bring up a good point. Millie she trying to get that check. That girl, she got it's a 9 to 5 to her. Do not contact her at 501.
Shout out Little Rock.
Shout out who?
Little Rock.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, man.
I was gonna say, someone I was thinking of when we were talking about people who don't want to be a hero, Shang-Chi. Like initially, like he didn't, and correct me if I'm wrong, like he wasn't using his powers. Like he just he had hands.
He didn't have powers.
Yeah, he's a regular nigga. He didn't want to work with his pops, who was evil, and have him killing people.
Right.
Yeah.
But
he had them hands though.
Doing anything though, because when he was like whoop their ass in that bus, Aquafina, I forgot who her character's name. She was shocked. That's like, yo, Sean, you can do this. But he was someone else who just wanted to be a regular guy, didn't want anything to do with it. But Furb, you're right. He actually had a really good reason for why.
Yeah. My daddy killed niggas, man. He is a global terror.
But I think that was everything that I had within the series. Jazz, did you have anything that you wanted to touch on or speak about?
No, we definitely covered. I do want to give a shout out to Janelle, which is Simon's
his manager,
his
agent. Yeah.
Shout out to her. She was I think it was Ex Mayo. I think that's her name. She was also in The Blackening. I enjoyed her character because she pretty much. Oh, Chris to his head, like, why you enjoy her character?
No.
He's trying to figure out who she was.
Yeah, who's she in The Blackening?
Oh, she was one of the friends that saw Clifton at the gas station, and she was just like, "Oh, you got an Android."
The heavy set.
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking of one of the main cast because there was another like a little chubbier girl. I'm like, no, it wasn't her. Okay.
In The Blackening?
Huh?
In The Blackening?
Yeah, she was.
It was 3 women. She was the thicker one.
Kind of light, like complexion. That's who
No, the lighter complexion one is from Harlem.
You had the biracial one
from Harlem.
The dark skin one. Then it was her.
Yeah, and then wait, that's Janelle.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
her.
So you look it up, you're gonna be like,
he got in the car with her, right? Clifton got in the car.
He
with her,
did,
right?
yes.
Clifton got in her car at the gas station because she was looking for an Android charger,
and she got the rap snacks.
I didn't recognize her. Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoy her character, even though we didn't get too much of her, but I definitely enjoyed.
I'll be honest with y'all. As Marvel has spoiled me for it, man. Again, I say we're about to hit 20 years of the MCU in 2 years. So I went in the credits. Now I already knew there was no post credit because it don't say, "Hey, you want to skip the credits?" I was like, "Bastard!"
People have to learn that little trick.
We haven't had a post credit in how long? Was it Loki? Loki season 2 was the last time we probably had a post credit in a MCU series.
In a series, I thought you meant
in a series.
Wait. No, there was one in Daredevil. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, it started the credits and then they went to the shot, but it wasn't like, oh shit, this is major.
With the Punisher, because he was stuck in the cage.
Oh,
he got out.
And he got out.
That's how his
that was the last time Marvel promoted a series. Daredevil.
Ouch. Harsh. Like
I did want to.
Go ahead.
I did want to add the professional representation in the series. Loved it because you had a black doctor, you had a black agent, you had a black director, you had a black assistant, and you had a black makeup artist. You had black people in positions of professionalism that is rarely represented. So I do want to give them kudos for that because I absolutely loved it.
And they made Barnaby's pants ultra tight. But no, what I was just gonna say, I'm spoiled. I was waiting for a post credit, but in all honesty, I was seriously hoping. I had my fingers crossed. I would see it go to black, and then you'd see Wonder Man, and it would pause, and it would go and Trevor Slattery will return. I was hoping, wishing, and praying they would have did it
in
in the last they
Doomsday.
did.
I think they just
In
went
Doomsday, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
In Secret Wars.
Okay, so where do y'all think we're going to see them next?
Because
I know
28
TV show, somewhere in the TV show, they have now broken it where it won't. The TV shows are going to have their own continuity. The movies will have their own continuity, so there won't be any more overlap. So you won't have to worry about trying to keep up with and having to watch them anymore.
Okay.
And if you do, it's just going to be that. So maybe
didn't they do that like initially with the Netflix stuff and the movies, and then they switched it to now they're connected
with Daredevil and the Punisher and all of that, to where they kind of had their own universe.
Well, the first run with Netflix,
they're not connected anymore.
They connected.
They're connected.
They're connected now.
They're not. Well, they kind of had to. Well, they didn't have to, but they are connected now. But I think that what Jason, you saying that they about to stop connecting. But yeah, they were. Well, they're in it now. The Marvel stuff.
They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it where they have to. Because like you said, Chris, it became too much homework. The Marvel fans that's going to watch it, they're going to watch it. But for the casual person, who is this person? Where did they come from? Where is this XYZ? They're not going to make it where. So you're not going to see Daredevil in the Spider-Man movie.
Like how Falcon and the Winter Soldier led to
the movie that comes
Brave
on
New World.
Oh, you meant like they're not. It's not like necessary for you to watch.
Exactly. But
enjoy that.
So there may be a special. Correct. So they're gonna have. There's a person that's running the TV shows. There's a person running the movies. So that way, there's not a person trying to split their hairs in between both, because clearly TV has lacked for a reason, or it's been lackluster. The movies too. So now it's like, hey, we just need focus here. We need focus here.
But they had that before.
But
they had it before.
But it's going to go back. It's going to go back to like how the Defenders were. So they're going to bring all this. Going to go back into that continuity more so.
But the previous seasons of Daredevil mentions MCU stuff.
Does it?
The battle for in the
Daredevil
first episode,
Spider-Man.
That was years later.
But that was like in 2001, like 2021.
Though. No,
so you're right.
Yeah, it was years later.
So but it's not going. But so things can be mentioned. But it won't
be a but they're not going to be connected 100%.
It won't be like a thing of there may be things that overlap.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did the same thing.
So Riri is not going to be in Doomsday. We're not going to see her in Wakanda Forever 3 or Wakanda 3.
If like already in the movie, that might be different. So
that may be completely different though. Like some stuff it will, but it won't. I'm saying don't go into it expecting they gonna be in it. Won't. Don't expect it moving forward.
I'm following you.
Well,
Anthony. Oh, go ahead.
Uh-huh. Oh no, I was just gonna say off the top, everything you see right now in television will not go into Doomsday.
Yeah.
That's been locked down. What we'll see in Secret Wars might have an inkling of what we saw in television, but I think the biggest thing that what Jason is explaining, and I'm actually happy they're doing that, is that if you go in that realm of I just want to watch the movies, you'll never be lost.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to say, well, I like my television, you'll never be lost. You're not going to lose out on what's going on.
Yeah.
They may mention it. Because everything is going to get soft rebooted anyway from Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So it's better to go off with a new palette. You're going into the mutant saga. Let that run. Let it take its course. Because I guarantee you, Feige is not going to dilute the mutant saga with television.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be bread and butter.
Kevin Feige. Now, how much you want to take from him? The conversation he had whenever he did the whole big conversation, he finally did the speaking. He still was speaking, he wasn't speaking specifically. He was speaking more generally. He spoke about it then where he was like, hey, we need someone that can run the movie side of it, but we need a TV show showrunner, somebody that's going to actually look over this and make sure the stuff makes sense as it's going. So that's why Daredevil, they made sure they got back to the original writers. So now that is going to be a lot more tighter too. So you're going to start seeing as this stuff start coming out, it's going to be a lot tighter. Like when it comes to Punisher. So we know Punisher is going to be in in
Spider-Man.
brand new in the Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
But that one shot that's gonna be on Disney.
Yeah.
So that some stuff was already in place, so they're not gonna change it.
And I think
So
that makes sense. Oh, go ahead, Jazz.
no, Chris, you got it.
Well, I was going to say, I think it just makes sense because with the TV shows feeding into the movies, I think they got too caught up in how this can connect to what's happening next instead of making a good TV show. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that one, it was causing a lot of homework, and two, it was like, okay, it almost was like they were forgetting, like, let's make, and not that I dislike them, but it seemed caught up in like what we're going to do next and where this taking us instead of just allowing us to enjoy a great show. So I think going back to basics, you can just enjoy a great show without it having to be like a linchpin to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if that is the road that they're going on, don't be stingy with second seasons.
Facts.
That's the only thing about that. Do not introduce stuff and then just be like, okay, so we're not going to bring a second season, especially when you have more story that you can tell or stuff that you left out in the first season. Because if you're not going to introduce these people into the movies, why are you even giving us Wonder Man? Why are you giving us Ironheart? Why are you introducing us to these storylines for us to care about these characters and you're never going to show them to us again? You know what I'm saying? So like if you're going to if you're going to plant the seed of a series, allow it to grow and feed into it. Don't just be like, oh, let's give them a sample. And
Marvel has to do one thing though, Jazz. They can't put it under Marvel Spotlight.
What you mean?
Marvel Spotlight was created for Marvel Television just to be one-offs.
Oh, yeah. You took the words out of my mouth. Now they can actually have traditional TV.
Right. So if you take it and just say, okay, Wonder Man is going to be a series on Disney, it's not a part of the Spotlight. Because remember, Marvel had two things going, well, three. The regular series, Marvel Specials, which was like Werewolf by Night, and then the Marvel Spotlight. You hated Werewolf by Night? Shame on you. Bro.
I didn't hate it, but I was not a fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they said, oh, we're going to give it to you in color. Don't matter. Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
I'm hurt. I feel like Diane.
I'm ready. I'm ready for Spider-Man Noir.
I thought it was
I'm ready for Spider-Man Noir.
I watched it on the plane and I said, damn, I could have taken a nap.
I was a fan. God damn. Oh Lord.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, no.
I had fun with it.
Yeah,
I deserve it. I deserve it, Jazz. You can continue to trash me. I was being rude in the Discord about your foreheads. I deserve it.
What the fuck is Moon Knight? Okay, my bad. Back to you.
Dead in the water.
Yeah.
But again, if you put it under a spotlight, that means you're going to get a limited series, probably a one and done, that's just going to showcase that character. You do a special, you already know it's a one-time situation like we're about to get with Punisher. Even though Punisher had 2 seasons, but that was Netflix. So if they say that we're going to have a dedicated showrunner, then Marvel, like he said, should be very respectful about the IPs that they're messing with and they're introducing on television and let it grow. Let it grow, nurture it. You've already seen a show you did not promote the way you've promoted many other shows. Is now considered one of the best shows you've put out next to Loki and WandaVision, mine. And I put it damn near number 2 with there's Loki, there's Wonder Man, there's WandaVision. And right now, WandaVision is not changing my mind to go back to number 2. That's how good Wonder Man was. So you're going to have to sit there. You're going to have to eat a little crow. Feige's going to have to grab a plate, add some crow, and get to chomping because you've already showed us that you can make a damn amazing show, but you shat on it and you said, nah, 1 season's good. We're good. Peace out. So the best way for Wonder Man to get a season 2 is to have multiple viewings. Yeah. They got to see the numbers because right now it's still number 3 on all of Disney. That's above Hulu and Disney combined. We have to keep it going and saying, no, We want to see it. I don't give a shit if you say, well, you're not going to see it until 2028 after Secret Wars. Bitch, make it happen. Because the first, no, because keep in mind, the first movie coming out of Secret Wars, Black Panther. That's the first Marvel film after Secret Wars. It's Black Panther. If you're going to do it in Black History Month, like you did the other two, you better put Wonder Man season 2 right there with it.
Oh, yeah, get all the blacks.
You bring it all in.
Get all the blacks.
Give us another Eyes of Wakanda.
That's how you win it back over.
Win it back over.
Exactly.
We gonna be in the fields like, can we watch Wonder Man? Can we watch in 2028? Yo, the way
ice, no ice, no ice.
I mean, if it's about time to watch Marvel, damn it.
If you're gonna do, no, I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it right.
I hate slavery.
I'm still laughing at if Simon Williams did Roots.
Yo, that's crazy. And Jonathan Majors is his brother.
Oh, stupid. Hey, now we didn't really talk about the power scale too. I enjoyed how they showed that in every episode, like how it'll escalate. Because we never seen it. The first time we see it is when he got mad. He blew up the island that his mama loved. Like that was kind of crazy.
Well, he blew up his apartment first.
So what?
We didn't see that.
We didn't see it. We saw the build up.
Yeah, we see the build up.
What triggers his powers? Is it anger?
For this, yes, stress. But in the comic books, in the comic books, he was given his powers by Baron Zemo. Y'all remember from Falcon and
we know Zemo, bro.
Yeah, Zemo.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But his jacket was lit in that show, though.
You know, but he was a part of the Masters of Evil. He died. Moving on, that motherfucker died in his first appearance. That's why I say Wonder Man is not even A to Y. Wonder Man is Z.
Damn, not a Z-list hero.
Z, damn.
He was Z-list.
Z is crazy. Z is crazy.
But on the back
no
of
disrespect.
On the back of this, they are dropping a new comic book special in March.
Yes.
So there is a comic book special coming. I wish it was this Simon, but it is what it is.
And something you said before, though, when you're talking about the TV shows and how they can nurture it, something that may happen is we might see less characters because if we have more seasons, then we might not have as many different characters. That it might just be Daredevil, Punisher, Wonder Man, and maybe one other one. So
Jessica Jones.
I think we'll get Jessica Jones. There is talks about Luke Cage coming back.
We need a different actor to play Luke Cage if he
you don't fuck with Mike Coulter?
Luke Cage is supposed to have sauce, a little bit of suave.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at that. I like Mike.
So what you're saying is he seems like he's not getting bitches, is what you're saying.
He seemed like he is. He is a bitch throughout the whole joint. That's neither here nor there. Terry Crews could do a better. What's his name? Luke Cage.
No.
Than Mike Coulter.
Hey, you know what? Get Old Spice in there. Get Old Spice.
He auditioned.
Yo, Terry Crews would actually be a great Luke Cage. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but here's the question though.
Because Luke Cage is kind of a coon. Because he got a white bitch. He got a kid with her, right? And he's like one of them, like, I'm the token black man for the Avengers. And it's like, yo, Terry Crews would be a perfect Luke Cage.
Man, Mike Coulter
good to get that hashtag.
No, Terry Crews don't even have a white wife.
Mike Coulter made him look soft.
Nah, bro, like, okay, I
don't want to shit because I do follow the writer and he kind of cool, but the way he played the role. We'll get to it, but it's like it's a good, like, Luke Cage was the worst person in this show. I'm gonna just say to me he was the worst person in the show. Like everything else around him was great. It was him. Like it was just like because it was like the cheese to me. It was like a cheesy. He was cheesy. And maybe And maybe he's supposed to be cheesy. I don't, but I when I look at him, I want him to look like the coolest nigga ever. Like this nigga is a big nigga, bulletproof.
But I think he was written that way though. Like
that's what I'm saying. I think he was too.
I think it was the writing. That's why I don't think it's Mike Coulter, because I do feel what y'all saying. He do feel.
But Mike Coulter like that dude though.
That's why Jason. That's why Jason ain't want to say nothing about the writer, because they friends. He's like, I mean, you know, I mean, 6'7".
But it was, this was what, 2017, 2018. That was when black people were written a little different. So like, I ain't gonna say.
Have you ever seen you ever seen Girls Trip? He the same person. Yeah. That's just Mike Coulter. I feel like
Dog Ain't Got Rain.
Oh, he had a whole. No, he had a whole little diatribe about his role in Girl Trip when I went to Fan Expo. I should have recorded it.
What did he say? Just like, I guess, like the short version. Like, what he? I'm just
the short.
The way he was portrayed, it was just basically, he said it should have been a little more depth to his character because they automatically made him a piece of shit. And
he was a cheater.
You were a cheater, but
it's Girl Trip.
Levels to right. Again,
if it was a Tyler Perry movie, they would have gave him depth. Probably would have had him choking a hole, smacking a hole.
Exactly.
Dragging her out
he would have been the ultra villain. He'd have been the Thanos of black niggas. Like, he'd have been wiping out, snapping them, just doing it. But no, I see where you're going, Furb. I was raised on the old Luke Cage, you know, where he had the fro where he was Power Man. He had the metal band around his head. He looked like Ron Simmons back in his WCW days. But damn. But again, you know, a new times as for new Luke Cages. I can't see Terry Crews as Luke Cage at all, especially if you put him in what Mike Coulter was in that more dark, serious kind of feel of what Harlem was, the way they did it. And Jason, I agree, he was the least memorable kind of character because you had Alfred Wooder as Black Mariah. You had Mahershala Ali as
Cottonmouth.
Yeah, Cottonmouth.
Killed too soon.
Yeah.
That Diamondback shit, that pissed me off. Nigga, we brothers. I'm like, no, y'all not. Y'all were never related in the comics. I don't know why y'all did this.
Even Rosario Dawson's character, I really fucked with her.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see a new picture she just dropped?
Oh, she bad.
Whew. I know you're not lusting because you over here used to give throw shade at Rosario.
No, not Rosario.
Oh, you just call her a slut because she slept with Matt, and because she slept with Matt.
I just wanted the piece. That's it. I was hating. It's okay. I was hating.
Okay. Rosario's bad.
Rosario. But then you got Bushmaster. I enjoy Bushmaster in season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, in season 2.
Juice.
I like the whole Jamaican brawl thing.
Oh, he was juicing Sons of Anarchy. I don't know what his name was. And
I never watched it.
Oh, but it's the same dude that's in a villain. He's a villain in everything.
Everything.
I don't remember his nationality though.
I thought he was Latino, but
he's not Jamaican because
Jamaican.
No. Yeah, I know a Jamaican. They hated his accent.
Oh wow.
The dude that played Bushmaster. Yeah. But again, I think if they are serious about what they're making decisions on with the MCU going forward after Secret Wars, we may not see Mike Coulter back as Luke Cage. We may get another one. I know old boy that played Danny Rand. He wants to come back as Iron Fist.
But isn't Iron Fist Asian in the book?
Yeah.
No, Iron Fist is a white man,
white guy.
Okay, so he is
back. But as they build the story, they go back to Kunlun, and it is Asian. It is, you fighting fucking dragons. I mean,
he was written terrible, way more.
He was written very terribly, but
people hated him.
No, he was.
They didn't like
piece
the
of
guy
shit
that played
actor.
him.
He came in and wasn't really acting.
Yeah,
he would show up to
kind of
set.
Being him.
He wasn't reading his lines.
Jazz loved him in Game of Thrones.
We need a new Iron Fist. We could get
the fake king loved him in Game of Thrones, not Jazz.
What's boy name? Marty Supreme. We could get Marty Supreme to play Danny Rand.
God, no.
Yeah.
Stop trying to give Timothy everything.
We get Timothy Chalamet to play Danny Rand.
Hey,
Terry
man,
Crews
the Doom version of Timothy Chalamet may bring the heat to this motherfucker for real.
Here's the thing, though. I'm playing Space Jesus. Why do I want to be a white
give him someone better. Give him
culture vulture.
Just cause he was just playing some boy that was doing ping pong and shit.
Ping pong.
They love that fucking movie.
That movie fire. Whoever said that white baby boy, like yo, that was on.
Either y'all be trying to cast Timothy or Jacob.
They're trying to make Jacob Elordi fucking
makes no
James
sense.
Bond.
So you want Frankenstein to be a spy?
He got the look.
He got the range.
He got the look. He has to look. I don't know if he has the range.
Height
he got the look.
is
tall as
crazy.
hell.
Like you gonna stand out. Nah, don't be like what that mean. Like my nigga.
The thing about James Bond is he's supposed to be able to blend in every scene.
A tall white dude.
He shows himself when it's time to show himself as a spy. You know Jacob Elordi could play the debonair, the suave part of it. But when it's time to blend in, so you're not seen,
he stick out like a sore thumb.
But there's direction. Yeah. If you have strong direction, you can work around that.
True.
But then I guess if you thinking about having right, so that means you're getting an actor where you have to implement that for probably the next 5 to 10 years because you're going to make a lot of James Bond movies. Are you willing to be like
at least a trilogy?
Yeah.
That just seems like a lot to where you have to get a woman that's a certain height. People are surrounding him.
No, you don't.
No, but my
techniques.
Let me finish what I'm saying. My thing is just like if you got somebody that's how tall is he? 6'5"?
He's like 6'5".
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's like he's tall. Yeah.
He's fucking tall, Jason. You think you tall? No, that nigga is tall.
I don't think I'm that damn tall. Don't compare me. Don't compare me.
All right. But I'm just saying,
Daniel Craig, I think was 5'10", 5'11".
So like that's a huge gap. So if you're willing to invest the camera angles for the next 5 to 10 years for that, or let's see if we can shop around for somebody else. He does have to look, but
you put him some super growth legs or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I mean, but
he would be a great Inspector Gadget.
Because
Anthony, like, yo, do you see what I'm saying? Inspector Gadget, but they about to make Inspector Gadget James Bond. But no, we don't want Idris. Let's get Inspector Gadget.
Y'all know Jeff Goldblum like 6'4", and he'll never look at in movies. Like,
but Jeff Goldblum never played a spy. He played an amazing fly.
Pierce Brosnan was 6'3".
Tall as shit.
Stop it.
The Fly.
Who did?
Pierce Brosnan is 6'3". Stop it.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it's over. Yeah.
Okay. But I think the funny thing is that with Pierce Brosnan, you didn't. I guess his camera angles because he didn't look 6'3" when he was next to the villain. He didn't look like he lorded over the bad guy.
Well, make him absolute Batman. That's where you want to go.
How many movies was Pierce in?
He was in like
four.
He had that many?
GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, World's Not Enough, and that last one with Halle Berry in it.
You typically do like at least 3.
Oh yeah, Jinx.
Pierce Brosnan is 6'1".
My thing say 6'3".
Oh, so Jason got alternative facts.
His mama lied.
Jason using AI. That's what he on.
That checks out.
Yeah, don't use the AI.
And
I mean, it don't matter if he tall or nothing because he a secret agent. Like it's like, oh, he blended in. This nigga's not like, oh, I'm putting on a stealth suit and doing the type of agent stuff that James Bond do. He's never low key. He's telling every bitch like, yo, I'm James Bond, a secret agent. Like, come on, bro. He can play James Bond.
You gonna put his tall ass in a
it's more believable. It's more believable to have this big motherfucker be a secret agent than it is for somebody like Tom Cruise. It's like Tom Cruise is 5'2", and it's like, yo, I'm hanging off a helicopter, holding this shit together. I'm doing all this stuff. Like, come on, get your little tiny ass the fuck
also,
I normally hate on Tom. Tom got 10 fucking movies being in Mission Impossible.
Exactly. You think Jacob Elordi can't do that? Just because he tall?
No, I don't. And that might just be me selling him short. No. I don't, but we'll see.
Telling him tall.
And also, I just pulled up
You
where
got more alternative facts.
it has the fact. It shows every James Bond's height. Now the tallest one so far was Sean Connery at 6'2".
Okay.
And you're right, it was 6'1" for everybody else except Daniel Craig.
That's
Daniel
that
Craig
AI
was the
again?
smallest. Brother, no.
How tall is Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig's 5'10".
5'11"? 5'10". Okay, so yeah,
He's 5'10".
You also
David,
got to remember actors be lying about their height too. I would.
Jacob Elordi might be lying. We don't know. We ain't seeing niggas.
We
We see him stand.
Yo,
we see him stand next to little
This
niggas.
is Frankenstein.
Yeah, he's tall as shit, bro.
Fuck outta
They showed
here,
him in
man.
Euphoria,
Yeah, but
like, you could tell.
Oscar
But
Isaac,
them
Yeah,
is
but
a
who's
short guy.
them little
filming
bitches he be
Euphoria?
standing next
All
to
them
don't
is
count.
4'11".
Why they gotta be
Come on,
bitches?
bro.
Why they gotta be
Have
bitches?
you seen the show?
Which one?
You know
Not
what?
that
though?
Euphoria.
There's a scene where like him and McKay are next to each other, and it's like a foot
Yeah.
difference. Because Christopher
You know,
Payne was like
and look,
5'6" playing
and,
receiver.
and think about
Who's
Algie.
Chris McKay?
Algie little as fuck.
You said who?
Algie,
The black
little
guy.
as fuck. The black guy.
Is that his name? Algae? The shit
Yeah,
that
it's
be
like-
in fish tanks?
Hey man, don't disrespect the man's name. Come on now. Talk about that. Algie little though. It ain't my
Yeah.
fault. He
You know
was
what,
rap
Algie-
he was
you know
rap
what-
transman. He's
you know what-
little.
You don't want algae in your fish tank though.
Here's the thing.
Did you
If
see
you
that-
let's say
You see that trailer I sent in the chat? Him, Mason Gooden, and Keith Powers.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
I'm saying he a little nigga. Them big niggas compared to him.
So he
Yeah.
pocket size. He tiptoe. Okay.
So let's say he do get it. Let's say Sony call him, MGM call him and say, hey, we want you to be James Bond. I'm wondering, are they going to reboot everything and go back to square one? Because
you don't do that.
no, because what I'm saying is when you got Daniel Craig, they went back to one of James Bond's earlier stories, which was Casino Royale, which was already a movie. It was already made with David Niven back in the 60s, and it was a comedy.
He's
5'11". Yeah, but I'm wondering where they're gonna go. Are they gonna keep him in the same frame? Are they gonna go into the younger James Bond stories? Because he is a young guy.
Now that's the only thing that I look at, him being in his 20s, I believe, unless he's in his early 30s. That's gonna be the more interesting thing.
Are we gonna get James Bond year one?
Quite that. You know, it'll be interesting. They have a video game coming out this year, so
First Light.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see.
It looks okay.
With that, but with the James Bond talk, did anybody else have anything else with Seaman Williams and the Wonder Man?
I'm calling that man Seaman.
I had one thing that I like to add. I hope that Marvel looks at this and looks at people talking about the series, and they take away from it the fact that they don't have to follow the same superhero script every time.
Yeah,
they can actually make movies that are movies, but with people with powers in them. Television series, but with people with powers in them. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be the central driving force, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, it's this person and then this is the villain. You don't have to follow those same archetypes. That's what I really like about this show, is that it was able to be itself. And the powers thing, you know, you can take it away. It doesn't affect much. You have to like switch some things up here and there, but it doesn't rely on it too much to where as though it feels like more of the same.
Yeah,
you know, this was a buddy comedy series, but with pop, just in the same vein that the movie Logan was. It was a Western, but it featured Wolverine. I want them to do more stuff like that moving forward.
I'm with it because
we'll just have to wait and see what they do,
because they can do so much with these characters and they can tell so many different stories. It doesn't have to be the same story. I look at it like I think Jack was I Love LA, just with two dudes at the focal point instead of
I gotta watch
a gang of women. Yeah, it's that's what it is to me.
I appreciate Furb for saying that, because now my dream of actually watching a Dazzler television series could happen. Like, in all honesty, and for those who don't know who Dazzler is, Jazz, get in your encyclopedia. And you could put it in the vein of an Empire-like show. because Dazzler was a music performer. She's a mutant. And you could have the whole kind of, music industry on how the music industry uses and abuses their artists. And she's got kind of corny powers. She was Jubilee before Jubilee.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
But also within this, because we are ending Black History Month, I did want to highlight a few other Black TV shows with Black leads that either have not ended, but season just ended, or currently ongoing, or we can expect to see more, because Yaya and this and Marvel having a lead in the Marvel show is dope. But of course, we got Abbott. They're in their season 4. Season 5 is coming.
Is that the
Which
final
is
season?
They haven't announced anything about no
Okay.
finals, but I'm just saying, within that. So I know you got season 5 coming. You got Cross. Season 3 was already greenlit before season 2 even began. For that, like I said, also these are Black people in different fields doing different things. Teachers, detective. We got Reasonable Doubt. Season 4 is incoming, where you got Black people as lawyers. Of course, Wonder Man, Black man in acting, but also a superhero. You got Forever, about young Black love with Justin and Keisha, which is Lovey, and I cannot think of my brother's name, but shout out to him. And then, of course, Paradise is back this week. Well, when you see this, Paradise will be back at that point. So you also got that with what's my guy, Sterling K. Brown leading that. Of course, you had Derry, which was a Black ass show. Season 2 is now officially green lit, which we don't know what that's gonna really be about, but at least we can know that is coming again. And of course, P Valley is finally coming back this year. So we get
no date yet.
No date. They just said they suspecting in the fall. But that's another show showing LGBT representation within that. We're gonna bring in new blood. We know that. But if y'all have any, I don't know if there's any of the Black show that I missed. I tried to make sure I made a list of things.
Different World is in
there's a different world reboot
is in production
that's coming. Yep, which is that looks like it's gonna be promising. I'm here for it.
There is
you got From with
From is coming back.
Yep.
Well, Jazz's favorite show. Well, Euphoria. I mean, are we gonna count Euphoria?
That is Zendaya's show.
It's not.
Yeah,
no more. So it's not no more.
Why it's not?
The way
it ain't Sydney's.
After season 1, they kind of split. They split hairs. It's not hers no more.
And
everybody is a
person. Like, she's the only Black-ish character. Because
Coleman Domingo.
Blackish.
You say who?
Coleman Domingo.
True, but he's a very supporting character. Like, no one in like the circle. But yeah, he's
right.
one.
They don't even bring Storm back. Hell,
yo, her mama back. Her mama is back. Rue's mama.
Oh, they brought her back.
Yeah, they brought back the mama, but they didn't bring back Storm. Shout out to
Storm. Storm is she's in other stuff.
Shout out to Storm. She out at USC kicking it, getting her degree,
and she's also starring in Tiana Taylor's directorial debut film that is releasing, I believe, next year.
She's a dancer.
Okay.
I don't know what she is, but I know that they are working together. So shout outs to both of them.
Either she's a dancer or she's a tap dancer. Some either one of those, like performance arts dancer or a tap dancer, whatever it is. But shout out to Storm Reed. Shout out to Storm Reed. Dope as hell as well. I think that's everything I had with this, Jazz. Did you have anything else? Oh, what you got?
I do have something. Black History Month. Shout out to Tubi, because they know where their money is coming from. They have just opened up a new program for HBCU film students.
Okay.
It's going to be almost like an incubator kind of style thing, where you can go in, write scripts, come up with movies, and hopefully get them on Tubi after dark. And the world will be a much better place, because I mean, goddamn, boy.
Tubi, do it for the culture. Bring BET Uncut over there. Do that. Put BET Uncut on it.
You know what's so crazy about Tubi? You can watch something on Tubi, fall asleep. Tubi does not turn off. It will continue playing something. You know how many times I've woken up to some random ass horror movie?
I've gone through 4 movies.
They emailed me today, said you have 3 things in progress. I said, first off, you sound like you're judging me. And I need you to back the fuck up.
And they
But,
just picked up our like Cartoon Network cartoons.
Yes.
I think Nickelodeon too, but I'm for sure Cartoon Network.
Let me tell you something. As much as people don't like that racist bastard, the man that owns Rupert Murdoch, he understands the formula because that's who owns Tubi. Tubi is owned by News Corp, who also owns Fox, not the stuff that Disney bought, but Fox Network. They still own that. So he knows the formula. And Tubi is very word of mouth. If you're not looking at the Instagram reels where they're like, what happened in this movie? It's hey, shit. I want to work for Tubi. I'll do it.
Tubi is hilarious. But I'm gonna give Chris his kudos because he always stood up for Tubi every time I discounted them.
He still
does it. I know.
He's still proud.
You would think he got stock in Tubi.
He probably do. He probably do.
Hey man, like I said, if you turn it on, they have a lot of good classics on there, so you can enjoy Tubi. Like I said, people it gets shit on because people put those films of people making them in their backyards and they drop them. There's a lot of bullshit. But if you can siphon through and you can get the classics.
In July, we got iPhones. We could make us a little Tubi short. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to say I read it wrong. It is called the HBCU Film Hub, and it'll spotlight Black student filmmakers. So yeah, I'll be watching it. I want to see that. Hey, Tyler Perry, this is what your ass should be doing.
I support. But yeah, but man, this was episode 194.
We gotta ask him, was it good though, Jason?
Oh shit! You're right. But the reason that we are here, I was gonna get to it. I think
you wasn't.
The reason we are here, was it good though? We're gonna start off with Anthony, sir. Was it good though?
6 7. No, it was amazing. I know was it good, but this was amazing.
We got
highly recommend people to watch it.
Yes, sir. Chris, was it good though, sir?
I would say, yeah, it was good, and I think especially that second half, I would say it's great.
Got you. Love to hear it. Furb, was it good though?
Not only was it good, I told that bitch I was coming back for seconds.
Jazz, was it good though?
Yes, it definitely was. I enjoyed it. And one of my homeboys just texted me. He was just like, I can see why you told me to check out Wonder Man. So he's enjoying it as well. But Jason, was it good though?
It was. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Even on my rewatch, I was just catching other things, just those little tidbits and those little moments. It's just like, I'm eating it up. And like I said, those are the emotional roller coaster that you get from the series. Chef's kiss. But now, in conclusion, this was episode 194, Wonder Man. We appreciate you, Anthony, Chris, for joining us, having this conversation with us, this black ass conversation. Actually very peaceful, not rowdy, all together. You know what I'm saying? Again, episode
Black unity.
Hey, UNITY.
You better let them know.
But
it's not an oxymoron. It happened.
Episode 193 is out now, his and hers. We got to talk about that series that's on Netflix. This is the conclusion of our Black History Month. Next week, yes,
we getting to it.
It's time, people. I bought my tickets today. So Scream 7, yes, that is the next review. We are chatting and chopping it up about everything going on. Everything going on wherever Sydney live at, because she ain't in Woodsboro no more. I hope instead of fuck away from that city. But clearly it doesn't matter where you go, it still finds you. But until next time, this is a What's a Good Though podcast about movies, TV shows, and self-development. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And until next time, people.
Cheers.
Deuces.